The officials for this game. Should not have.
Yeah, welcome. Canyon Lake Broadcasting is live and on the air here at Canyon Lake High School. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks. Canyon Lake Broadcasting is an affiliate of KMAX Sports, and we're glad to be back in our third season here on Friday Night Lights as the Canyon Lake Hawks take on the Weiss Wolves from Pflugerville. This is Corey Martelli, Darren Lesturgeon, and Don Holmes, the Canyon Lake Broadcasting team, as we get set for the second game of the season. And welcome everybody across the Fluted Plains, around the globe, and here in Canyon Lake, Texas. Producer for the show tonight will be Darren Lesturgeon and color commentary. And on my left is the Longhorn, Don H. Holmes, owner and editor of the HilltopNewspaper.com. All your facts, stats, trivia, and more for everything Canyon Lake sports. Well, guys, here we are, week 2. Canyon Lake Hawks are 1-0 after defeat of Marble Falls last week, 22-0, pitching a shutout. And Darren, you know, it's been one game. There's a lot to improve for our young team, but hey, we got a 5A school in front of us.
Oh well, absolutely, and you know, the win last week was really a quality win. Marble Falls is a 5A school. Now they didn't have the best record last year, but they're expecting a lot more out of them this season. They did play against their sophomore quarterback, not their senior. So you take that with a grade, but I think this will be a real test. This is the inaugural season for the Pflugerville Wolves. And so we'll see how they come out and how they match up. But they are a 5A school. They certainly will have 5A type talent out on the field.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Weiss is the first year out here in a new district. Last year they played some TAP schools, and this is their first season into the 5A Division II world. And getting their feet wet today, they'll be going up against a offense they have not seen, Don, and that is a slot T offense that Canyon Lake has become famous to run. So tonight, Don, as a stat man, connoisseur of Canyon Lake folklore sports history, where do we stand tonight as the Hawks take on the Wolves?
Well, first thing is that if we with a win tonight, we will be within 2 games of being at 500 football.
For our
for our career. And so
you mean in the history of the school?
Right.
Nice.
And so there you are. You know, we started our first year 1-9, and so it takes a while to get back to it. We were 500 one other time, and that was a win back in 2013 against Blanco. And after that, it kind of went downhill. We got as low as 14 games under, and since that time, we started our trek back. But saying that, Weiss is where we were 10 years or 11 years ago when we got shellacked by every team except Ingram. And so it is what it is. They don't have a lot of experience. They do have a full team. But there's not any seniors, and so that'll play into Canyon Lake's favor.
Well, you're correct, Don. Our first season here into varsity sports, we got shellacked 63-3 against Blanco on our opening game, and so we know what it's all about to come in as a first season young team. There are no seniors on the Weiss football team this year, as Don, you mentioned. So I know they've got a program to build, but being from Pflugerville in a 5A division school in a school district that has 4 high schools, I think their rebuilding time should be a lot shorter, Darren.
Well, you would think that. I mean, certainly they got a bigger pool of kids to pull from. Certainly not having those seniors out on the field does play a factor, certainly in maturity, size, strength, and just experience in the game. And so that's where maybe the tell of the tape for tonight's game.
Absolutely.
But excuse me, last week Leander only beat them 23-3. And so, Leander's been around a while, and so they did put up a good score last week, and so they won't be a pushover, and we'll just have to see what happens with our made-up team tonight.
Well, go ahead, Darren. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, and we'll see what Canyon Lake brings to the table. Certainly, we played well last week, and defense really looked great. At moments we had flashes of brilliance on the offensive side. We'll see how they kind of come together tonight. Certainly, this is a whole new group, right? With a lot of new juniors that have been moved up now onto varsity, and then juniors that were not on varsity last year that are seniors. That they're getting to get their legs underneath them and come together as a team.
Absolutely. Well, Canyon Lake tonight is going to put some of those juniors and sophomores to the test. We've got a few injuries on the Canyon Lake football team. We're going to be moving, what I understand, Pendleton will be moving to center for the first time as his backup, or the original center, Nathan DeLeon, is out with an injury. So we'll have a new position there open up. Hodge will be moved from center to defensive tackle, and we'll see how he does on the defensive side of the ball. Trent Lorette and Rivera may be on the injury list. They are suited out tonight, so they may be used in limited amounts. That being said, the secondary is going to get a workout tonight. Last week, Don, you had mentioned they lost 22-3 or 25-3, but this week or last week they threw 65% of their play were passes. So the secondary is going to get a workout tonight here at Canyon Lake. Yeah,
regardless, they're going to get a workout. And so the key, I think, is going to be can Canyon Lake break the line of scrimmage and get to the quarterback and give him some problems. He did rush for 37 yards last week, their quarterback did. And so that tells you he can elude pressure sometimes, and that'll play to his favor, because if you can keep a game or a play going, there can be people that can open up for you, and you can get a good pass play going. And so that'll be interesting to see how the line of scrimmage works for sure. And with our line of scrimmage having a lot of newness with who's playing where, it will certainly be a key to what happens tonight.
Well, we're going to have a second Friday Night Lights here at home, and as the crowds are starting to filter in here at Canyon Lake High School, HAWKS Field. And we're going to take a break after these messages. We'll get into a little bit of the players of what happened last week at Canyon Lake here, and some of the stats from Don Holmes, owner and editor of HilltopNewspaper.com. We'll be back in just a moment.
Fans here in Canyon Lake and around Texas, when you need the best septic systems, look no further than Paul Sawyer Septics, the only company with a 3-year warranty and a 3-year maintenance agreement in the business. PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime. Give them a call at 830-935-4936. That's 830-935-4936. PaulSawyerSeptics.com.
Hey, Hey, if you're looking for auto recovery service here in Central Texas and around Canyon Lake, call Thumper Auto Recovery, family owned and operated by Kevin and Cody Parker. Thumper Auto Recovery, don't fear the rabbit. Dead battery, out of gas, accident, lock your keys in the car. Call the rabbit and they'll come running. A family here in Canyon Lake that cares about you and your family. 830-433-1864. Because it's not when you hit a deer, it's how many times. Thumper Auto Recovery.
At Lucky Sports Bar and Grill, you won't fail to see the Big Texas personality. Come watch some of your favorite sports while enjoying our great food or an ice-cold beverage from our full-service bar. You can choose between indoor or outdoor patio Oasis seating. Lucky's is now open until 11 p.m. every Friday, varsity home games. Go Hawks! We're located at 18100 FM 306, and we're open daily, and you can find our hours at luckysportsbarandgrill.com or give us a call at 830-935-3115.
Broadcasting is back on the air here tonight, coming to you live from Canyon Lake, Texas, home of the Hawks. And the Canyon Lake Broadcasting Drew is the voice of the Hawks and home of the first down call, which you'll hear plenty tonight, I hope, as the Canyon Lake Hawks slot T offense proposes a great task for the Wolves of Weiss to be introduced to. Last week, Canyon Lake slot T offense came into the realm of Marble Falls, which they don't run into a lot of, and neither does the Weiss, because there's not a lot of slot T offense done in the 5A school district, but they'll get a taste of it tonight. And last week, we had a couple of good runs from Jacob Rupp as the offense had some highlights Darren talked about, also had some lowlights, right?
Yeah, that's right. The Jacob Ruff, the middle part of the offensive line, did open up some holes, and of course Jacob Ruff can make holes on his own, and so with the combination of that, we got probably more explosive plays going up the middle than we've had in a lot of games, because our jet runs on the ends just weren't very jetty. We got a couple of them from Connor Rose. But what I'm more concerned about right now is going to be with the new center with Pendleton and the sophomore Peyton McMullen as quarterback, because that can give you a precursor on fumble snaps, and so that's going to be a key with a slot T. Anything you have that takes you out of a play when you have to run it every time will be a detriment to the season.
Well, it will be a challenge having a new center underneath there, but it wasn't perfect last week either. There was a number of bobbled snaps along the way that really caused, as you said, Don, a couple of those drives to kind of stagnate a little bit, because you lose a play in the middle of it, and you just really can't afford that. If you're planning to do 3 to 4 yards of play, you really need to have each one of them hit a little bit of pay dirt.
Yeah, because I'm sorry. Go ahead, Corey.
No, go ahead, Don. I was walking on you there.
Well, the explosive plays work in your favor, and the slot T sets up the other plays, and so that's going to be interesting to see how that plays. Last week, our good friends, the Wolves, the Wise Wolves, they played a team. Leander, they only threw it 2 times. One of those pass plays was 89 yards and a touchdown. Well, that's what Canyon Lake is supposed to do with their slot T. They're not supposed to throw a lot of passes, and if they do, that pass should go for a long way. So that part of the game also was not at its peak last week. We threw 4 passes but completed the very first one, so now we're on a 3 pass incompletion streak, and that's kind of big in a slot T. You know,
it is big in a slot T, Don, and one play does set the other up in the slot T offense. Last week we had a few plays that y'all went over, some good ones, some bad ones. Darren mentioned some fumbles. And so last week we also, the flip side of that coin, had a stellar performance by a few key people on the defense. Nathan DeLeon was somebody who's going to be a player this year. Slater, Alex Harden had a huge game last week, as did the middle linebacker Grayson Lee, Darren.
No, absolutely. The defensive line really controlled that game, and I thought it was a big key to that win. It was that just how much penetration and pressure they were able to put on the quarterback. I thought the defensive line really acquitted themselves well. A lot of new people, new faces, guys like Alex Harden, and Kyle Ewell, and just a whole host of new players. And I thought they did real well.
What was interesting last week, Alex Harden said size versus speed.
Yeah, what I was going to say, too, is that credit also goes to the defensive line because they took those blocks and rubbed them out to allow our linebackers to get back into the backfield to get pressure on the quarterback. Our good friend Grayson Lee, he is what he is. He's been playing great, but he had 12 tackles last week, and that's huge for Canyon Lake. And then, of course, Harden had 3 sacks. And I don't know the last time that's happened, but that's probably back when Alex Kemp was playing for us. So you had 3.
2011.
Yeah, 2011, 12 were the 2 years that he was there.
Alex Harden had a great game because he caused the 1 fumble also.
Yeah, he did.
And so Alex Harden, not the tallest guy, but he is fast against the big defensive tackles, and speed won over size last Friday night. And what he flushed out of the pocket, Grayson Lee was there to mop up. So was a sophomore defensive, and that's going to be Hudson Duke, and had a big game, and so did Nathan DeLeon.
Yeah, you talk about Alex Harden, Hudson Duke. You're talking about guys with some motors. They want to get after it, and that's really sometimes that's more important than size. They just they're players, and they don't quit, and that's one of the things I think is a hallmark of how they played.
I think what's going to be interesting is see how Alex Harden plays this game. Because this is his coming out party. He came out last week, and so how does he do this week? Does he keep that same intensity up? Will teams start to game plan with him in the game? Well, that'll be the key.
To, but he's a marked man now.
Exactly.
3 sacks in 1 game and a fumble.
They certainly will watch the film. They'll watch the tape, and they'll prepare for him. So yeah, you're right. It'll be a little different game. He came in a complete unknown quantity last week.
Well, last week our defensive backs also had a pretty good game. They also had some block passes, had some knockdown passes. Cody Klein came in, the sophomore, in the end zone last week. He knocked down a potential touchdown pass. Great play. He came in and filled in for Caleb Allman and prevented a touchdown. So there's going to be a lot of times today that you're going to see a lot of sophomore and juniors in the defensive secondary. So we're going to see how well and tested that younger secondary is tonight.
What's going to be interesting is to see. Last week we were thrown off. Marble Falls started a sophomore, so there must have been something going on, an injury or something going on with their starting quarterback who is a senior. Well, they had a sophomore passing. He was not on his game, if you will, and they had some open running passing plays. If he would have been on, if it might have been the other quarterback, then that might have been a whole different ball game last week.
Yeah, one of the things I like that Coach has done so far this season, certainly in Game 1, is that he's rotated a lot of players through. I mean, it's hard for us just to keep up with who's on the field half the time because they're moving so many players in and out. And that's going to bode well for the team. You need that depth, and I think that's smart on his part, especially this early in the season.
Absolutely. Getting the younger guys in a game that wasn't really close last week after the second quarter. Coach got some younger guys in a game to gain experience. As you said, we're going to need that down the road. The quicker you can gain experience for your younger guys, the better off you are down the line towards the end of the season. Because let's just face it, guys, after tonight's game, it's going to get real tough real quick.
Well, you talk about injuries. There are already nicks after the first week, and then the first full week of practice in school. So you already got some nicks, and some players maybe they'll go, maybe they won't go. That's going to happen all season. That's just the way it is in football.
But really impressed with the secondary for Canyon Lake as they did well last week against Marble Falls. So shifting gears just a little bit, Don, what is Weiss coming here looking, give me your prognostication on Weiss tonight. What is the key for victory for them?
Well, last week they gave up 365 yards to Leander on the ground. And then, of course, an 89-yard pass play. So they gave up over 400 yards, right at 450 yards of offense. And so you know that they went back to their locker room or this past week, and they had to be working on their on the running game because they know Canyon Lake is a running team. And Canyon Lake last night they didn't get to finish all their games in Weiss, but the freshman teams both won their games, and they did it in pretty solid fashion. But they didn't. The bottom line is that you just don't know. It's hard for teams to put a scout team out there that can run a slot T like Canyon Lake will be able to run it.
Absolutely, that's true.
Well, Darren, you're going to be out on the football field tonight.
Yeah,
before you walk out of here.
Tonight is the annual Daughter Daddy Dance, and I've got a couple of Emmy dancers that I'll be out on the field with tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. And so I'm going to take my leave here in the first half, and I'll be back to join you after halftime.
We got to get the camera out for this.
Yeah, you want to record it because it's going to be a thing of beauty.
Wouldn't this be called the Daughters Dance with you?
Well, yes, but I've recruited my brother, Uncle Brian's coming in to dance with my youngest, and I'll dance with my senior, and so it's going to be a great evening.
So if you're dancing with your senior, next year you're going to dance again.
Yes,
we got 2 more years.
I got 2 more years of this.
3 more years.
And I got three down,
baby.
3 to go. So yeah, absolutely. But you guys have a great first half, and I'll be back at halftime.
All right, well, that's Darren Sturgeon, our producer, and without Darren, trust me when I say this, we would not be on the air by any stretch of the imagination. He's got a computer set up over here. Looks like something that,
NASA.
Zulu.
Just say NASA.
USS Enterprise would be proud to have on their console. Well, I'm certainly no Captain Kirk, and you're not Dr. Spock. So we're
Dr. Spock.
Dr. Spock. Well, the Canyon Lake Hawk is coming onto the field right now, and the Canyon Lake Hawks are always dressed in their all-green uniforms, gold letters, CL on the helmet. Interesting thing about Canyon Lake, we have a new field, and it is gold and green. And let me tell you, some of those guys could lay down lay down a little bit and not be seen, and that's a real play. But I don't think that's in Coach Strum, Coach Hooper, or Coach Moses's play plan. But certainly you see it on those YouTube gag plays. But anyway, Weiss comes in tonight dressed in all black pants, white shirt, and black helmets with a silver W on their helmet. And they're a sizable team looking out over the field right now. So the depth, maybe it's not there. It's soon to be seen. But, hey, we have spots, Don, that we're not in depth with either as far as that goes.
Yeah, if you hadn't been to the Canyon Lake field, they do have a new ground surface, and it's light green, dark green, based on 5-yard increments. And so that dark jersey that the Hawks have, it had to be only on the 5-yard stints that are on the dark green. They might see them if they're on that light green.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break real quick and come back with a little interview from Coach Drum and pay a few bills in just a moment and get started towards the final countdown of Friday Night Lights. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Voice of the Hawks, coming to you live from Canyon Lake, Texas.
Hey, did you play Texas high school football? If you did, you're part of an elite group, the Brotherhood of Texas High School Football. All football players, past and present, who have ever suited up in the Lone Star State are eligible. Go to LoneStarGridiron.com/brotherhood. And thank you for the part you played in the greatest sport in the greatest state.
Hey there, Hawk fans. Tired of struggling with parking, long ticket lines, and crowded seats here at Hawk Stadium? Your Canyon Lake High School Athletic Booster Club has the solution. Memberships at Hawk level or higher qualify members for reserved parking, elite entrance, and reserved stadium seating for all home varsity football games. Memberships help purchase gear and equipment from multiple sports and help provide off-campus meals for all of our traveling teams. And $12,000 in scholarships were awarded to student athletes last year. Please join us for this year's Casino Night Scholarship Fundraiser to be held on Friday, October 5th at Goofy's Bar and Grill. For more information, contact us through Facebook or Instagram.
Thank you, and go Hawks!
Hey, listeners in Central Texas, are you looking for a place to play golf with no crowds, nice fairways, beautiful greens? Then look no further than the club at Rebecca Creek. That's where I play golf. The club at Rebecca Creek, 830-885-5168. Look them up at theclub@RebeccaCreek.com. What a place to play, a hidden jewel in Spring Branch, Texas. The Club at Rebecca Creek, owned and operated by John Weekly and the Superintendent Ward Kirk. What a great job they've done with the Club at Rebecca Creek. So go see them and tell them Corey sent you.
socialize with us.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
On Twitter at KMax Sports, or catch us on Facebook. Search KMax Sports. Just another way KMax Sports is bringing your teams to you. From West Texas all the way to the bayou and all points in between.
I saw miles and miles of Texas.
This is the KMax Sports Network, bringing your teams to you.
And Canyon Lake Broadcasting is back on the air. Welcome, everybody. Canyon Lake Broadcasting coming to you live from Canyon Lake, Texas, home of the Hawks, the Division 1 4A team from Canyon Lake. Obviously, we're in the middle of Hawkville, Hawk Nation's second game of the night. The 1-0 Canyon Lake Hawks are taking on the 0-1 Weiss Wolves from Pflugerville. Again, Weiss, a new team. It's Darren, Don, and Corey in the booth, but technically right now, Darren's going to take a break at least for the first half, so it's going to be Don and I in the booth because Darren's out going to be playing with his daughters, dancing with his daughter. So, Don, we're going to have the privilege of coming to you, just me and you, the dynamic duo, an Aggie and the Longhorn, working it out. Stranger things have happened. Uh-oh. Used to be two Aggies. Now we're, Well, again, we want to welcome everybody here tonight for tuning in. We're going to be giving a lot of gifts away tonight from, we're going to give away some fish fry tickets from the Republican Women's Fish Fry coming up. Meemaw's Tacos to go. We're going to talk about the Good Life Pharmacy out there and the UPS store, Canyon Lake Athletic Booster Club. We're going to be giving away some Concito tickets for them tonight. And Bowhunter's Barbecue Beef Jerky. The Club of Rebecca Creek's giving away a little bit of golf. That's a twosome on 18 holes. I played out there 4 weeks ago, shot an 87, and man, the fairways are pretty good, man. And also, the greens are in excellent shape. A lot of people say, hey, what about the water? Well, 2 years ago, some people bought it, and they piped in some water, and they've had that water for some time, and it's nicer than you think, and very recommendable that you get out to the Club of Rebecca Creek. And then I mentioned hamburgers. They've got some smash burger out there. Excellent stuff. You should be so fortunate to go out there, Don, on your day off and get some of those, I believe they call it smash burger. But Ward Kirk is the man out there who got that course looking great. They got some kind of Kentucky fescue bluegrass type grass that works in shade. And, it makes the place look plush. Really does. One of our other sponsors is Paul Sawyer Septic here, and he is the title ship sponsor of the whole season. Paul Sawyer Septic, and we talk septic systems done right. When you need a good septic system, call Paul Sawyer Septic. It's paulsawyerseptic.com, 3-year warranty. And we are very thankful for Paul Sawyer himself and the business that he runs. He's a huge sponsor out here in Canyon Lake in Central Texas for Canyon Lake High School. And without his dollars and motivation to support Canyon Lake High School, well, there's a lot of organizations out here that would dearly miss him, Don. Also, we want to get you to tune into hilltopnewspaper.com, hilltopnewspaper.com. If you just log on there, you'll see all the stats interviews for each game of every sport just about that Canyon Lake plays, and the owner and the editor who writes the stories is Don H. Holmes, sitting to my left. And just go to hilltopnewspaper.com, where sports is not just a passion, it's a job. I caught you, didn't I? I didn't want to see if you were paying attention. And it's not just a job, it's a passion. You were gazing off across the beautiful hill country on an 87-degree night. Huge thunderstorm about 50 miles out. Doesn't look like it's going to be much of an issue, but the lights are coming on here. We can see for probably 20 miles. Beautiful night to have football. All we need to do now is have that first cold front come through and drop it down to about 50 to 60 degrees, Don. Well, I'll tell you, here is some of the facts I wanted to talk to you people about tonight's game moving forward. Some of the keys to victory tonight. Canyon Lake has done very well last season in the takeaway game, Don.
A slot T, and so that's what you have to deal with.
Well, I'll tell you what, we had a radio problem with your microphone. We fixed that, and we'll move forward. But I caught up with Coach Strum here a while ago and talked to him, and here's what he had to say.
Hey, Hawk fans, this is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks, sitting here with the athletic director and head coach of Canyon Lake football, Coach Charlie Drum. Coach, thanks for taking the time to sit with us here today in the inaugural season kickoff of the Canyon Lake Broadcasting's third year as we move into Cuero and scrimmage the Gobblers. Coach, last year we had a record season, 10-win season, went to district by district and area, fell short regionals, and now that we're moving forward this year, we've got a lot of changes here within not only the district but your coaching staff and as well as the team. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Well, yeah, I've been telling people our district's changed a little bit. It's actually gotten tougher, even though our region probably got easier with Waco, La Vega, China Spring, Gatesville going to another region. Our district from top to bottom is probably as tough as we've had since we opened the school. And the big challenge this year is going to be replacing 13 senior starters. Anytime you replace that many starters, especially seniors, it's going to be challenging. But we like the young kids. We had a good JV campaign last year. And we did add a central office, allowed me to add a coach. We added Coach Sosa, who's a former head coach. He's going to be added on the offensive line, which is kind of the cornerstone of our program. So we're excited about that, and we're excited about Saturday to see how we match up against Cuero, one of the best 4A Division II teams in the state.
Absolutely. So Coach Sosa, where did he come from before he came here?
He's been a head coach and athletic director at some small schools in South Texas. He was in I believe it was Cy-Fair, one of the big 6A Houston schools. We're excited to have him. His brother's actually the head coach athletic director over at Medina Valley. So it's good to have him on staff.
Also, you picked up another person, head coach for softball.
Yeah, we actually added a head softball coach, head girls soccer coach, and a head tennis coach this year. So we're excited about all of them. Our head softball coach was the head coach at Danbury. Coach Galloway, she played college ball at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. So we're excited to add her to the staff. Coach Strasner, Kara Strasner, is going to be our head girls soccer coach. She's been the head coach at San Antonio Johnson the last 5 or 6 years, and they've had tremendous success over there, so we're real fortunate to get her. And Corey Mickey, who was teaching in the district and has tennis experience. We're excited to get him. He's had daughters go through our athletic program, and we're excited about adding Corey to our staff.
Got a full staff, got a new season on the horizon. As you mentioned earlier, we're going into Cuero to do a little scrimmage. Cuero Gobblers have a rich tradition of playing hard football, and being that it is a scrimmage the first year, what changes do you see new this year on your football team?
Well, like I mentioned before, just replacing those stars. Really, the offensive line has kind of been our backbone the last couple of years. We've had success, and they've kind of been the strength of our team. And we're having to replace 3 stars on that offensive line, so that's going to be huge. And on the flip side, also our defensive line. We graduated all of our defensive ends last year, so we're looking for 2 defensive ends and some depth at defensive tackle. So really up front, we've got a lot of skill guys coming back, but up front in the trenches, that's where we're looking to have some success.
Well, filling in is going to be different this year. A new look for obviously quarterback positions and of course the offensive line, which is the heart and soul of Canyon Lake offense, slot T offense. Well, Coach, I'll let you go here. Just wanted to give you a quick interview. A lot of people want to know what's going on. Everybody know there's a lot of new coaches, a lot of things going on, and we'll get a little more in depth this year. But good luck this Saturday in the scrimmage and in this year. I appreciate your time.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, that was my interview with Coach Strum about a week or so ago, and due to technical difficulties, we could not replay that last week, but he's got a few new coaches here on the staff. We're fully staffed up, as they say, and blessed to have all the new coaches here at Canyon Lake. And we, as they say, have depth at coaching now. So that's good that the district has allowed us to bring on a few new coaches here, as Canyon Lake is about 300 and some odd students short of going into 5A. We don't see that anytime soon, far off into the future.
Now,
well,
in a time-honored
I'll tell you,
tradition, the
Don,
councils from each school will meet at midfield.
Crowd is coming in tonight. We're going to take a break out, take a few commercials, and we'll be right back after these messages. And this is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Voice of the Hawks.
This show is brought to you by the book, All I Need to Know I Learned from My Texas High School Football Coach. A handbook of wisdom for parents, young people, and yes, even coaches. Head over to www.learnedfromcoach.com and order your copy to support sharing the stories of these great coaches and leaders. That's learnedfromcoach.com.
Hey, Hawk fans, you know where to go when you want fine Tex-Mex food, and that's Mima's Tacos. Mima's Tacos, owned and operated by David and Melissa Sauceda, serving the best Tex-Mex food at the lake. Come by and see David and Melissa and try their mini lunch plates from fajitas, enchiladas, and nachos and more. With 22 years experience of the hand-me-down recipes from Mima herself, these traditional made-from-scratch Tex-Mex recipes are sure to impress. The staff will get you in and out and take your order as quickly as possible. But don't go too fast because you'll miss out on some great Tex-Mex food. So whether you're dining in or taking out on the road, Mima's is a place for good Tex-Mex food. On your way to work, going to school, grab a few tacos and spread the wealth and let others enjoy the handmade treasures from Mima's. So why have 2 tacos when you can have 12 is what I say. Don't forget about their delicious sauces made fresh daily and all of those delicious fluffy made flour tortillas. Give them a call at 830-935-2018. It's 830-935-2018, or look them up on Facebook. They're in the Hancock Center next to Lucky's, proudly supporting the Hawks. Go Hawks!
Hey there, Hawk fans. Tired of struggling with parking, long ticket lines, and crowded seats here at Hawk Stadium? Your Canyon Lake High School Athletic Booster Club has the solution. Memberships at Hawk level or higher qualify members for reserved parking, elite entrance, and reserved stadium seating for all home varsity football games. Memberships help purchase gear and equipment from multiple sports and help provide off-campus meals for all of our traveling teams. And $12,000 in scholarships were awarded to student athletes last year. Please join us for this year's Casino Night Scholarship Fundraiser to be held on Friday, October 5th at Goofy's Bar and Grill. For more information, contact us through Facebook or Instagram.
Thank you, and go Hawks!
When it comes to championships,
Liberty Hill is going to state in softball. Celebration in Groesbeck. For the first time since 2001, the Groesbeck Goats are making a return trip to the Class 3A playoffs. The Cedar Park Timberwolves in the state championship game. In time, the Lady Trojans are going back to Austin. They have three-peated Region 1.
Count on us to take you there. This is KMAX Sports.
Canyon Lake Broadcasting is back on the air. This is Corey, Don, in the studio. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting. Well, Don, here we are again, as they say in Canyon Lake, Texas, the nest of the Hawks. Good to be back. Canyon Lake Broadcasting is the voice of the Hawks and home of the first down call. Well, Don, we have the father-daughter Emerald Dancer halftime show tonight. They're lined up. Dancer, father, all the way down from the 10-yard line to about the 50-yard line. We've got a huge flag to be spread across the field. We've got a good crowd tonight, and we've got a nice Weiss crowd also filling in tonight. Kickoff is about 20 minutes away.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit more about the game that we got going on. It's something that we hadn't talked about yet. Is that one of our people or players that might not play is Trenton Lorette, and Trenton not only is he the DB, he also does the jet sweep, and that's on those two sides of the ball. But and more importantly than all that, he's also our field goal kicker, and he's our punter. And so those two parts of the game, or that part of the game, is also going to be suspect tonight, not knowing how the people who come in to take their place is going to happen. And so we don't know how that plays out, or if it'll be a problem at all.
Well, you have a good point there. We don't know if Lorette's going to play or not. He is our field goal kicker, an extra point kicker. And so I got a brand new guy up tonight on offense for that, and he is I believe a sophomore kicker.
Yes, Trenton Tucker would be the kicker, and then I think it's Jacob Neal who will probably be punting. He punted in last week when Trenton got hurt early in that game, so he came in and started punting, and we didn't know it at the time what was going on. In fact, we were talking about why are we going for two. Well, we know why they're going for two at the end of the game. It's because we didn't have a field goal kicker or extra point kicker.
That's true. Trenton led a big part of our offense. 3-year starter for Canyon Lake High School from the sophomore position, and
a key in the defensive backfield. I mean, that's a hard shoes to fill.
Not only is he that, he's close to the all-time points lead. Am I incorrect?
No, he's the best field goal kicker, but you have to go a long ways to catch Zach Henshaw.
Well, right now we're going to have the national anthem. Not the national anthem, the school songs being played by both schools. Right now, Weiss does not have a band as they're in their first year, so the Canyon Lake Hawk school song is being played out there. Well, it's going to be the teams entering field here in just a moment, and we've got a full crowd here tonight as the late comers to the game are filing in because they have reserved seating. So, got a lot of stuff on the menu here, and we want to thank our sponsors this year, and Baja Barbecue and Lucky's. And Lucky's will be open tonight. Their kitchen will be open tonight until 11 o'clock. So after the game, get to Lucky's after the game and unwind. Lucky's Sports Bar located in the Hancock Center. Just go over there, relax, watch one of the big screen TVs, get some food after the game. They will be open for business, as they say. So we're just about ready for the national anthem as they spread the large flag on the field. Don, give us a little 411 on the defensive line from last week, with the key factors you feel that the defense of that line has to do for a win tonight. Obviously, pressure the quarterback.
Yeah, I think pressure the quarterback's number one. When you have a passing offense like they do, if you can't get there and get to the quarterback, that does help your DBs when the defensive backs might not be as experienced in the backfield. There could be things that could cross them up on a play, and so you need that pressure on the quarterback to help that part up. So they have to continue doing that. To get pressure on the quarterback, and of course, getting pressure on the quarterback, you also have to, in some way, you have to cover for that because you have open spots, you have screen plays, you can do other things offensively if you're ready for that. If they're getting more pressure than what the other team is going to do. But let's also go to this fact, Corey, is that I think Canyon Lake has probably one of the best. The defensive coordinator is Charlie Hooper, not Charlie Hooper. It's
Coach Hooper.
Yeah, Coach Hooper. I used to have a roommate named Charlie Hooper, so there you go. But Coach Hooper is a best adjuster, I think, in game time, and also in how he takes care of the defense, because he has three shutouts or 4 shutouts in the last 2 years, and that's a first for Canyon Lake. That they didn't have any until 2 years ago when they had their very first shutout ever. And so he's put up 4 shutouts for the season right now.
That's a good analogy. As we're about to get off the national anthem there, and that will be something we'll try to tune in here. Big flag tonight out on the field, about 30 yards by about 15 yards. And we'll see what kind of program they come out with here as the color guard comes onto the field. And we're waiting for the band to strike up the national anthem. And we'll give that to you as it occurs here and gets underway.
A lot of the cheerleaders and a lot of other people trying to get that flag goes 20 yards on the midfield.
And here comes the national anthem, Don. All right, nice national anthem being played to you there from the Canyon Lake Mighty Hawk Band. Well, we're just a few minutes away from the players coming out on the field. They're in the locker room. We're going to take a quick break, and after these messages, we'll be right back with the start announcement of the game. A little bit of technical difficulties there, but we'll try this again.
Hey, sports fans here in Central Texas and in Canyon Lake. When you're in need of an auto recovery company, call Thumper Auto Recovery. The big boys with the big toys. Family owned and operated by Cody and Kevin Parker. Father and son dynamic duo, looking and caring after your family in the time of need. Give them a call at 830-433-1864. Again, that important number is 830-433-1864. Call the Rabbit and they'll come running, day or night, rain or shine, dead battery, keys locked in the car, flat tire, or need a tow. Give the Rabbit a call and it'll come running at 830-433-1864. Look them up at thumpertowing.com. That's Thumper Auto Recovery, the family who cares about your family in the time of your need.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to bring you tonight's high school football matchup between the Cougar White Wolves and defending district by district and area champions of Canyon Lake High School. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting coming to you live on KMAX Sports. For you people who want to hear the game, just go to kmaxsports.com, click on the game. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks. And here is the lineup for the Weiss Wolves. Number 2, Tavian Cord. Number 3, Ronald Caldwell. Number 4, Stuart Miller. Dwayne Sauza. Number 5, number 6, Jaden Ashby. Number 7, Jonas Fusel. Number 8, Jalen Sapner. Number 9, Mason Rayna. Number 10, Reed Ryland. Number 11, Eric Whitney. Number 12, Jackson Sandlin. Number 14, Ryan McLaren. 15 is Joseph Robinson. Michael Valdez, number 16. Number 18 is Dylan Kaufman. 20 is Curtis Meeks. 21, Dion Wilson. Number 22, Kaylin Rogers. DeMarcus Martinez is 23. 24 is Cody McCoy. 25, Jalen Williams. Seth Joseph, 26. 29 is Cameron Cavalier. 30 is Anthony Apadoctor. 30 is Randy Williams. 32, Leo Ray. 33, Juan Ellis. 34, Jacob Rodriguez. Number 40 is Shane Joseph. 44, Zach Lindsay. 45, Ethan Berry. 46, Cam Chow. Number 50 is Jean-Luc Garceau. Number 50 is Diego Calaveos Rios. Number 53 is Jacob Nuno. 54, Jack Weiss. Number 55, Marcus Lyons. 56 is Martin Agardo. Number 57, Ricky Segura. 58 is Kristen Hamilton. 60 is Diego Cruz. 61, Jimmy Gonzalez. 63, Fernando Cruz. Number 70 is Noah Peters. And number 65 is Jacob Moore. 77 is Tasha Lalea. 94 is Nick Cortez. Superintendent is Doug Killian. Athletic Director Todd Raymond. Assistant Athletic Director Ian Roser. Principal Paula Gamble. Trainers are Trina Altman, Kristen Chambuga. Assistant coaches Dale Walker, Brian Roberts, Cedric Alexandra, Fabian Liberb, Eric Bavone, Evan Owens, Michael Cameron, Aaron Shaw, Charles Holmes, Preston Taylor, and Keith Tosh. Head coach is Tommy Altman, and that's your 2018 Weiss Schools varsity football roster. And now, here is your Canyon Lake football team 2018 varsity roster. Number 1, Trey Lucero. Number 2, Grayson Lee. Number 3, Stephen Sharp. Number 4, Brandon Robinson. Number 5, Caleb Allman. Number 6, Chance Martelli. Number 8, Jacob Neal. Number 8, Ethan Slater. Number 12, Peyton McMullen. Number 15, Nick Rivera. Number 20, Tristan Chacon. Number 21, Trenton Lorette. Number 22, Connor Rose. Number 26, Cody Klein. Number 30, J.T. Green. Number 32, Jacob Ruff. Number 36, Alex Hardin. Number 40, Carter McCormick. Number 42, Kyle Wharton. Number 48, Andrew Kohlberg. Number 51, Brandon Cassard. Number 52, Clay Weber. Number 55, Kyle Ewell. Number 56, Nathan DeLeon. Number 60, Hudson Duke. Number 62, Sean Pendleton. Number 64, Sheldon Braden Hodge. Number 65, Sheldon Flint. Number 66, Kevin Cordell. Number 70, Dylan Forehand. Number 71, Anthony Brown. Number 72, Dylan Shepard. Number 74, Joshua Allman. Number 75, Eric Twitch. Number 77, Marshall Nettie. Number 80, Seth Townsend. Number 81, Eric Collins. Number 83, Ian Royer. And number 87, Trenton Butler. That's your 2018 Hawk varsity football team. And here comes the Canyon Lake football team.
This is not a test. This is the Canyon Lake Broadcasting System, and this is Canyon Lake football.
And this is the Weiss Wolves.
And we're back. We are back here live, Canyon Lake Broadcasting, coming to you live from Canyon Lake, Texas. And we're going to get another stab at the national anthem, as the national anthem was a little short on getting the players out on the floor. And we're going to make another run at the national anthem. Canyon Lake Broadcasting coming to you live from Canyon Lake, Texas. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks. So we're going to get another run at the national anthem, Don.
I think that's because the NFL does a knee on a lot of those players do, and so we're going to double up the national anthem so we can do justice to our flag.
If you say so.
I'll do that.
Well, Canyon Lake here is on the field, all in their green uniforms, and the Weiss team lined up on the far side. We're going to give another stab to the national anthem. That'll make it 2. As Don says, we're going to double up on things. Team captains for tonight came for the Weiss Wolves. There's number 12. That's going to be Jackson Zanlin, and number 6. I believe that's number 6. Number 2 for the Canyon Lake Hawks is going to be Grayson Lee. 30 is JT Green. Number 20 is Tristan Chacon. And number 32 is Jacob Ruff.
I think it's number 2 for him. 5. It might be 5. Jaden Askew.
Well, can't make out the other team captain over there because his shirt is crumpled up. But we'll get that to you as soon as it comes available. So it's just Don and I here in the booth, Canyon Lake, and the coin flip at midfield takes place, and looks like Weiss won the toss. Let's see what happens here. So looks like they did. Canyon Lake will go on defense to start the game, and Canyon Lake, they'll be kicking off to Weiss. They'll be receiving the ball from the north end zone, and the Hawks will be defending the south. All right, Hawk fans, Friday Night Lights here in Canyon Lake, Texas. No place than you'd rather be. The team captain for Weiss is number 6, Jaden Askew. Is everybody ready for some football here in Canyon Lake and everybody listening across the Fruiter Plain? And now, please stand, remove your hats, as we will play the national anthem. If you are a veteran, you can salute.
standing as the color guard exits the field. Again, lead rifle, Jorge De Leon. American flag, Chris Sanders. Texas flag, Jackson Watts. Battalion, Brianna Phillips. Trail rifle, Megan Stockwell.
Well, that is the color guard presentation, and like we like to say around here, it's okay to hear the color guard twice, and the flag and the national anthem and everything to go with it. And I'd like to give a shout out real quick to Grandpa Bill in Mississippi. Grandpa Bill, our faithful listener from day one. He's the grandfather of J.T. Green and Jeremy Green, and his son-in-law is Coach Bill Green here at Kenyon High School.
And Jeremy Green had a great game last night on the freshman team. They only went a half, but he had a touchdown. He had about 10 tackles. The guy was everywhere last night. And just to be fair, his clock was cleaned on one play too. So he got some marks on last night's game.
And the color guard exits the field.
All right, foot fans. It's time for Friday Night Live football here at Canyon Lake Stadium.
So, Hawk fans, on your seat and on your feet, it's kickoff time here at Canyon Lake High School. Since our opening, no one sits down for kickoff. Well, folks, I'll tell you what, it's turned out to be a nice night. Doesn't look like any rain clouds in our future. We kind of feared that a little bit, but nothing on the radar, so to speak. Well, let's cross our fingers.
Well, the weather report says it's not supposed to start coming down again until midnight, so hopefully we won't be here then.
All right, Hawk fans, here we go. Kickoff time at Canyon Lake. Kicking the ball off of the 40-yard line is number 8, Jacob Neal. And here we go. And Jacob Neal, high floater across the 20-yard line, takes a bound, getting up to about the 15-yard line, and immediately hit at about the 26-yard line. A whole bunch of Hawks return out to the 24-yard line, brought down by a whole bunch of Canyon Lake green jerseys. And that's where we'll start the game tonight. 1st and 10 for the Wolves at their own 26-yard line. And here comes the Wolf offense. Well, let's see what the defense has got up their sleeve. Chacon back playing safety is Chacon, along with Jacob Neal. Caleb Allman on the corners, along with number 1.
Trey Lucero.
Trey Lucero. And let's see what they got up their sleeves. Twin right and left, quick pass out to the screen and deflected by number 30, J.T. Green. J.T. Green with the deflection, pass incomplete, intended for number 22, Kalen Rogers. Lucero on the defense for the Hawks. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation again. Twins left. That's a run option. He'll pass across the middle and pass breakup by Trey Lucero, number 1. Pass intended. That'll be number 10, Reed Ryland. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that was a good play by Trey Lucero to get in there to get his hand on that ball.
Trips left for the Wolves. Single setback is your running back, along with Sandlin, your QB. He pumps fake, looks to the right side across the middle, and incomplete. Incomplete, intended for 22. Caleb Rogers, Chacon there on the defense. That'll bring up 4th down and 10 for the Wolves. Well, that was a quick 4 and out, Don. 11:43 to go. They used up about 20-some-odd seconds.
Yeah, that's it's going to be the battle of two opposites here. It's going to be
back deep to receive the punt, Jacob Neal. Here come and the Wolves will get a end-over-end kick. Jacob Neal. And fumble on the play. Jacob Neal loses the handle, and on the recovery is number 3, Sharp. So Canyon Lake will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line here to start the first drive for Canyon Lake football. In comes Peyton McMullen, number 12, the sophomore quarterback, 6'3", 205 pounds. And let's see what Coach Moses has up his sleeve. Comes in double set backfield, Ruff. In die play, Jacob Ruff right up the middle, cuts across midfield. He's got a window. There goes Ruff across the 40. He's down to the 30, and he'll run out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
27-yard line.
27-yard line is where Ruff will get out of bounds. As he cuts it up the middle, they'll move the chains on the far side of the field, and that'll be enough for another Canyon Lake first down. Big hole right side and 35-yard gain on the play. He cut it back upfield and had open pasture. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line of the Wolves. Another dive face, same play again. Ruff wide open. This time Ruff on the play. He'll pick up about 2, brought down by number 10, Reed Ryland again, and number 22 on the play. That's Kalen Rogers. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Kalen Rogers came into linebacker position and filled well. Here comes the Hawks. I formation, a new formation for Canyon Lake. Kind of a dive play again. Jacob Ruff, the workhorse, and he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. Jacob Ruff on the right side. Big hole. He'll go down to the 15, make it 16-yard line. And the chain crew will move the sticks on the far side of the field, and that'll be enough for another Canyon Lake first down.
Now that's a 9-yard gain, so they have 2 first downs already, Corey.
I formation. Connor Rose in the backfield. Same play again. Jacob Ruff has held the ball all 4 times. This time it's Ruff again, and he'll pick up about 3 yards. He's 2nd down and 6 at about the 13. So far, Don, we've got Jacob Ruff, Jacob Ruff, Jacob Ruff.
Jacob Ruff up the middle and Jacob Ruff over to the right side. So
here comes Martelli with the new play, maybe. He'll flex out to past the hash marks all the way out to the numbers. The right side is Connor Rose. Ruff in the backfield. Tristan Chacon will take the ball, slips a few tackles, and tackled by number 20. That's Curtis Meeks. Chacon on the carry. He pick up about a yard maybe. And we'll make a 3rd down and about 7. Well, there was a hole there for a second. It got closed real quick. Here comes Caleb Allman and Jacob Neal. Out comes Ruff. Split wide out is Jacob Neal. In motion comes Connor Rose. It's going to be a jet sweep to the right side. And Connor Rose has the ball, and he'll be all the way across. And sweep to the left side. Connor Rose on the carry. He'll get down to the 5-yard line. They'll move the chains, and that'll be enough for another Canyon Lake first down.
Yeah, that was an 8-yard
from the 5.
That was an 8-yard run. Another first down, and
in comes Ian Royer, the junior. We'll put him at swing man. Tight formations. Running scheme for Canyon Lake. Connor Rose in the backfield. I formation. Dive play. Caleb Allman. And touchdown Canyon Lake. Caleb Allman on the inside play. And the Canyon Lake Hawks get on the board. 8:55 here in the first quarter. The Hawks strike first. Well, Don, we saw a lot of dive play on the right side. They wore it out. We did a backside sweep for the touchdown with, backside sweep for Connor Rose getting the first down at 3rd and 7. It's up the middle.
Yeah, and then Caleb Allman went up the middle. And so that seems to be their weakness, and I'm sure they.
And goof up on the play, and the extra point's going to be no good. Extra point is no good. So, 8:55 to go here in the first quarter. Canyon Lake 6 and the Weiss Wolves 0. Seemed to be a little mixed up on the play, and they'll get that one back on huddle. Not sure what happened. We have a new kicker today.
Yeah, that's going to be, I think it's Trey Lucero.
No, it's not Lucero.
No, it's.
He is Trenton Butler.
Yeah, it's
Number 87, Trenton Butler.
That's it, Trenton Butler.
He's a sophomore now. He forgot to kick the ball.
He's on the soccer team too,
Yeah.
just like Trenton Lorette is.
And back deep to receive the kickoff for the Wolves. Number 15, that's Joseph Robinson. And also back there, I believe that's number 4, Stuart Miller. Kicking the ball on the 40-yard line for the Canyon Lake Hawks. That'll be number 8, Jacob Neal. And about a 3-mile-an-hour wind behind the kicker. Here comes Neal trying to get it on the tee. We got a 5-mile-an-hour wind, 3-knot wind, if you will. All right, Hawk fans, on your feet, kickoff time at Canyon Lake High School. Here come the Hawks. That was a 67-yard drive under 7 plays now. Right?
Yeah, and about 2 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock.
Neal kicking the ball, taking it to 20 by an up back, across the 25. Got a room on the right side. There he goes. He's got room. It's a foot race across midfield. And big return by number 22 of the Wolves, Kalen Rogers. Nobody on the right side. Caleb Olive runs it down. And the Wolves will take over in good field position.
Yeah, he had a 54-yard return on that one, Corey. He got on the outside and has pretty. We had an angle, and that's the only reason that he was caught.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolves at the Canyon Lake 46-yard line.
36.
36-yard line. Trips right. Back looks in the backfield tip, and pass incomplete. And Liam may have got a hand on it. Intended for number 22, Rogers. 2nd down and 10. 6 in the backfield for the Askew in the backfield. It's a run option in the flats. Pass complete to number 2. Number 1, I'm sorry.
Gain 1 yard.
Gain of 1 yard. That'd be 3rd down and 9. Number 2 on the reception, Tavion Cord. 3rd down and 9. He had plenty of room out there. He caught the ball and fell down. So shotgun formation, twins right and left. Here's the pass play right in the middle. Caught. Nice play. And Jacob Neal on the tackle. Pass complete. Gain of about 8. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 1 for the Wolves.
All right, Hawk fans, on your feet. 4th down and 1.
Here comes a big 4th down and 1 play for Weiss. Run pass option play. Hawks defense 5 on the line. And it is going to be a run, and he'll get the 1st down. He crashes across the middle of the defensive line. And Weiss picks up the 1st down all the way down inside the Canyon Lake 22-yard line. 1st and 10. Askew on the carry. Twins right and left. And it's going to be a pass play again, and pass incomplete. Intended for number 15, Robinson.
Yeah, those passes they're quick passes. He's shotgun. As soon as he gets the ball, he's waiting about 2 seconds. He's throwing it already.
2nd and 10. Askew in the backfield, twins left. It's a run option play, and it hands off to Askew, and he's hit. Grayson Lee on the tackle as Askew picked up about a yard. Maybe 3rd down and 8. Grayson Lee comes in middle linebacker position, fills in nicely. Pick up by Askew. B trips left. Askew in the backfield. Sandlin takes a snap, looks right, has a man wide. The ball's tipped up in the air. Tip, ball, and they're going to say he caught the ball. But it'll be for a loss. It'll bring up 4th down at about 11. So unfortunately, the ball got tipped. The receiver caught the ball to keep it away from the defense, and came with the loss of the play.
All right, Hawk fans, on your feet, 4th and 11.
Make it 12. Twins right, left. Sandlin takes the snap, looks right downfield, pump fakes across the middle it goes, and interception! Tip ball and intercepted by Tristan Chacon. What a play by Tristan Chacon, playing center field as safety. And Chacon picks off at about the 6-yard line. We'll see where they mark the ball. Hawks will have it 1st and 10 at the Canyon Lake 5.
That's one of those plays where you're kind of glad he intercepted, but sad you intercepted. We had the ball on the 25 with an incompletion.
Well, you're trying to get that ball up in the air, and so yeah, I hear what you're putting out there.
But you know, with a slot T, coaches loves 95-yard drives.
That's right. 1st and 10 Hawks. It's going to be backside this time. Here comes the blitz for the Wolves, and on the carry is going to be Chacon. He'll be set back for a loss of about maybe 2. It'll make 2nd down and 12. Penetration that time by number 5 on the defense, Dwayne Sasa. In comes Martelli, swingman position. 2nd down and 12. Let's see what coach has up his sleeve.
All right, Hawk fans, let's go.
McMullen under center, sweep in motion, backside. McMullen's going to drop back to pass, has a man wide open. And pass caught by number 30, J.T. Green. And Green, the tight end, he'll gain about 10 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 2, ball at the 18-yard line of Canyon Lake. In comes Chacon and Royer, number 83. And Royer comes in as more of a blocking tight end. Coach Moses will have to come up with something to get at least 2 yards, Don. Slot formation, McMullen under center, dive play, and I believe that's on the right side of that offensive line. And Jacob Ruff, he'll make it out to the 17-yard line, and Jimmy Adams will move the chains on the far side of the field. That'll be enough for another Canyon Lake first down. Jacob Neal coming into the game. Between Jacob Neal, Chance Martelli, and Ian Royer, coach will slowly, methodically bring the plays in, chewing up the clock as a classic slot T offensive drive. And
that
big loss on the play as number 58 on the tackle, Christian Hamilton, comes up big for the Wolves. Loss of about 3. That'll be 2nd down and 13. What a big play by the big number 58 nose guard. Nobody touched him, missed a block assignment. That'll take the ball back to the 13-yard line of the Hawks. Martelli brought into play, came out real quick, and Royer came back in.
So it's 2nd and 14. Canyon Lake will.
Time is of the essence.
They passed last time.
4 seconds left, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. They're going to get it. Chacon on the backside sweep, and Chacon pushes the pile. And Chacon, he'll get back to about the original line of scrimmage. Pickup of 5, be 3rd down and a long 9. 3rd and 9. Neal comes in along with Caleb Allman. And Hawks offense sputtering a little bit right now, Don.
Yeah, their defensive line is blowing up a play. If they see that sweep, they're blowing that up.
Man in motion is going to be Connor Rose. He takes the ball, fake sweep. Peyton McMullen downfield, and it's caught. Tristan Chacon on the reception from Peyton McMullen all the way down to the 39-yard line. And they'll move the chains on the far side of the field, and that'll be enough for another Canyon Lake first down.
That went for 21 yards, Corey.
Good run out by McMullen, 6'3" suit. Can see over the crowd. Good arm right to Chacon. Nice pass play. 1st and 10 Hawks. Connor Rose in motion, dive play rough, and dive and fumble on the play, and the Weiss Wolves, comes up with the fumble recovery. Rough on the carry. And the Hawks will go on defense. And Weiss will have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line of Canyon Lake. Backside, Ruff had just got the ball, and they reached in from behind and poked the ball out. So, number 23 in the backfield this time. Martinez, and Martinez will take the ball. Up the middle, Martinez on the carry. He'll pick up 5, brings 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line to Canyon Lake. Here comes Weiss. Look out now. Again, right up the middle is Martinez. He's got some move. And Martinez will get all the way to the 29-yard line. That'll be a Wolf first down. And Don, they're going right up the middle against our defensive line. They've got some big boys up front.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
1st and 10, Twins right. Martinez in the backfield, run option again. And Coach Hooper's turned on the blitz. And JT Green applying the pressure from the defensive end. Here come the linebackers.
He lost 2 on that play.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12. Number 75, Toich on the tackle coming in.
Weber.
Make that Weber, number 52. Run pass option again, and pass incomplete, bring up 3rd down and 12.
I'm thinking they'll probably use 2 downs to get there first. They don't have anything to lose there. I saw them kicking field goals pregame, and about the furthest they went back is to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they'll go at it every time, I'm sure. 3rd down and 12. Martinez in the backfield along with Sandlin. Sandlin looks downfield, keeps the ball. Here comes the rush. And coming in to take down the quarterback, number 36, Alex Harden.
That looked like that peanut play we use.
And that'll make a 4th down and 12, make it 13. Loss of a yard on the play.
All right, Hawk fans, 4th down, 14.
Here comes Weiss, Twins right and left. Sandlin takes the ball, looks straight downfield. Here comes the blitz, and they're going to get him for a sack. Jacob Ruff on the blitz. Sack for Ruff. And the ball will go over on downs to the Hawks as the Hawk defense stands tall in the saddle. 1st and 10, Canyon Lake at their own 36. 1:02 to go in the 1st quarter. Wow, what a play by Jacob Ruff. Coach Hooper had that one dialed up and put a little pressure on the quarterback, and that is that. 1st and 10, Martelli comes in with the play, flexes out. It's going to be backside to Connor Rose. Connor Rose gets the ball, and he's thrown down. Number 28 on the stop. Make that 26, Seth Joseph. Two yards on the gain, and 2nd and 8. Here comes the offense up the line of scrimmage. Fumble again. And another fumble on the play. Hawks lose the ball. McMullen had it. And now Weiss has it. Don, 2 fumbles, 4 fumbles, 5 fumbles in 2 games. Uncharacteristic of Canyon Lake.
That was one of my concerns going into this game, and it has arisen.
Well, McMullen had the ball all by himself. He just lost the handle as he came up out of center, dropping back for a pass. Weiss, 1st and 10 at the Hawk 34-yard line. Twins left and right. Number 2 in motion. Cord, he'll set up trips to the right. And run pass. Sandlin will take the ball. Quarterback keeper, he'll get to the left side. Brought down by number 8, Jacob Neal. In comes Josh Allman. And that'll be the end of the 1st quarter of play here at Canyon Lake High School. That's the end of the 1st quarter. Your score here at Canyon Lake High School. The Hawks 6 and the Wolves nothing. Well, I'll tell you, that's unfortunate, and that's something the coach did not want to see, are a bunch of fumbles. That's for sure.
Well, not only that, not only the fumbles, they stopped your offense, but also their lost fumbles, which really stops the offense. It's a double whammy.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been an uncharacteristic fumbling night for Canyon Lake, and I can tell you there's going to be a lot of free coaching, if you can call it that, today at halftime in the in the locker room, regardless of what the score is at halftime.
The 3 total fumbles, one was on a punt return, and the other 2 were on the offense, and that has led Weiss to be in Canyon Lake's territory for a long time. In the end of that first quarter.
Second down. And about 5 for the Wolves as we begin the second quarter of play here at Canyon Lake High School. Trips right, stand in the backfield with Martinez. Shotgun formation. Sandlin takes the snap. He's going to give it to Martinez. He'll keep it RPO. And he's brought down by number 60 for the defense. Duke Hudson. Pick up of about maybe 1 or back to the line of scrimmage. Third down and a long 4. And you just know Weiss is going to go into 4-down territory all night long to try to pull off the win tonight.
Well, this is where Canyon Lake has been performing right now.
Third down and 4. Here comes the blitz, the pass, and Caleb Alman on the stop. Pass complete to number 2. Tavian Cord. Make of 3. Fourth down and 2. So big fourth down again. Ball at the 25-yard line of Canyon Lake. And they've got their beefaroni team in there. And timeout has been called by Canyon Lake. 10:58 to go here in the second quarter. And I believe Canyon Lake didn't have their vegetables in order.
Well, I think Hooper didn't like what he saw out there. And so he's going to see if he can dial up. He might have had the wrong thing dialed up, wrong type of defense dialed up for that.
I think it's some of the younger guys. There's some injuries that we're dealing with here tonight, and some of the new guys are coming in, and it's a quick pace. These younger guys haven't seen the varsity game. It's a fast-paced, intense. Every play you got to be ready.
And not only that, Weiss is they're just lining up. It's a fast-paced offense, and they finish a play. They're already getting in their shotgun and ready to go again, and you have to be ready for it.
Absolutely. Well, it'll be 4th down and 2.
Here we go, Canyon Lake, 4th down and 2 at the 25-yard line of the Hawks.
Here we go, 4th and 2. Beef package in for Weiss. Here comes the run option. It's a run, and Sandlin will get the first down. Sandlin, and he'll get on the quarterback keep all the way out to the 21-yard line, brought down by Neal. He'll have enough for a Weiss Wolf first down. Gain of 4 on the play. Nice run option.
He barely made the outside. Once he made that outside, he could get 4 yards on us, and they had it covered.
RPO is run pass option. That gives the quarterback the option to put it in the tailback's arms to run with it or pass with it. Martinez on the carry. Incoming in for the defense was Josh Allman, number 74. Pickup of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Josh Allman coming in and just blowing off the line, getting the feet tripped up in the backfield. So ball at the 20-yard line of the Hawks. Martinez in the backfield. Twins right. Sandlin takes a snap. He looks to the right side, guns it across the middle on the quick slant, and has tackled. There goes Sandlin. And flag on the play. Touchdown number 2, Cord. But there's a flag back at the 10. And we'll figure out this flag here momentarily. So number 2 had the ball, Cord in there. Holding against Weiss. And that'll negate the touchdown. Spot foul. And that'll be 10 yards. Repeat. Second down. So it'll be second down and 8. The ball will be at the 19-yard line of Canyon Lake. Unfortunate for the holding call, but that's what allowed him to spring free. Twins right, shotgun, Sandlin. Stewart Ford on the left side. Sandlin takes a snap, looks left, pump fake, touch and go in the end zone, and pass incomplete to Miller. Allman on the coverage. Third down and 8. He's wearing out our corners, and that is Coach Altman's 4-1 well, if you will, his mantra. Quick to the huddle and a spread offense. Totally opposite to the slot T grinded down offense. Tale of two different offenses tonight. Third down and 8. And timeout has been, and that's going to be a timeout by the Wolves. Stopping the clock at 9:38 here in the second quarter.
Well, we got a public announcement. We have a Volkswagen with its lights on in the parking lot. No license plate number, just a Volkswagen. I think it's a Beetle type vehicle. So if you own one of those Volkswagens, you got to get over there and turn off the lights.
They did say it's a bug.
It's definitely one of those Farfignugan ones, right? It brings up, let's see, folks here listening to us. Third down and 8.
Let's go, Hawk fans.
Third down and 8. Trips right. Martinez scoots over to the right side. Strong right. Sandin looks. Multiple receivers in the pattern. And touchdown. Oh, no. Pass incomplete. Intended for number 4, Miller. And Miller just flat out dropped the handle. The ball was there. Brings up fourth down and 8 for Weiss.
Yeah, he got open by the time he got to the end zone.
I'm sorry. Tavian Accord, my apologies. Fourth down and 8. Coming out to kick the ball for the 3 points is number 54, Jack Weiss. It'll be about a 35-yard field goal. The kick is up, and what a leg, and that goes sailing right through. And the extra point, the point is good. 3 points for the Weiss Wolves. So at 9:28 to go, your score, Canyon Lake 6 and the Wolves 3. Well, we'll be right back after these messages.
You may think you can get a good burger almost anywhere around here, but at Baja Barbecue Shack we have a lot more to offer. While enjoying one of our delicious options between Tex-Mex and barbecue entrees, or enjoying a drink at one of our full-service bars, you and the kids will be well entertained by our live music while overlooking the marina, which is one of the best spots in Canyon Lake to see the beautiful sunset. So come join the Baja family. Find us at BajaBarbecueShacks.com or give us a call at 830-935-3122.
All right, Hawk fans, kickoff time here at Canyon Lake High School. Back deep to catch the kickoff, number 20, Tristan Chacon, Jacob Neal, and Jacob Ruff. Kicking the ball at the 40-yard line for the Weiss Wolves, number 54, Jack Weiss.
All right, Hawk fans, on your feet.
And here comes the first kickoff by the Wolves. And Chacon will take it about the 12. He's across the 20. He's got a window, cross 30-yard line, and Chacon will take it back to about the 35-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Canyon Lake here in the second quarter. Well, let's see what Coach Moses has got dialed up. Martelli brings into play along with the sophomore quarterback. And Canyon Lake's woes of fumbling the ball in this game and last game are huge. And Jacob Ruff on the left side. He'll find nothing there as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. He's tackled by number 6 on the defense, Jaden Askew, and number 33, Juan Ellis. Second down and 10, Hawks. Jacob Neal comes out, swingman position, tight formation for Canyon Lake. And there's going to be illegal motion on the offense. And that'll take Canyon Lake back 5 yards. It'll be second down and 15. Hawks are just sputtering with a new center. That's going to be Dylan Shepard. And the Hawks are just not.
They're not firing on all syllables.
They're not.
Syllables. Cylinders. And they're having a hard time speaking out there too, by the way.
In comes running back is going to be Grayson Lee. Ian Royer also coming in, swingman. Here come the Hawks up, second down and 15. And again, they'll be moving on the line. Another 5 yards against the Hawks. It'll be second down and 20. And I'll tell you what, Coach Moses and Coach Trump cannot be happy. Canyon Lake is all over the place, moving left and right.
Canyon Lake is fumbling.
Timeout has been called by the Hawks. Here's a number on the Volkswagen, KKJ 3420. Again, that's a Volkswagen Beetle. Lights on, KKJ 3420. Well, Coach Drum has given what we like to call in the booth free coaching to that whole offensive team down there.
And I'm thinking Coach Moses is not parting any. He's not parting any waters going down there. He's just going to go throw the tablets at them.
Yeah. So we have some injuries out on the first team offense. We've got Josh Allman, Clay Weber, Nathan DeLeon. He's out. Braden Hodges at center. Sometimes it's going to be. Not Braden Hodges. Sometimes it's going to be Dylan Shepard. Devin Cordell, I hadn't seen him tonight. 62 is in for the offense, and that's Sean Pendleton. He just got brought up from JV last week. And Marshall Netting out there, number 77, had a good game, but he's seen some defense. And so the Canyon Lake offensive line is not clicking whatsoever. Coach is not happy. Second down and 20 for the Hawks.
All right, Hawk fans, let's get behind your football team.
Here comes an I formation backside, and it's going to be Tristan Chacon. And Chacon, an I formation, uncharacteristic of the Hawks. Hawks will get across the 30-yard line down to the 32-yard line. Chacon on the carry. He'll pick up about 7. Maybe third down and 13 for Canyon Lake. And that'll be placed at their own 32-yard line. In comes Ian Royer. Third down and long. Let's see what Canyon Lake has in their bag of tricks.
They're going to have to pull out a rabbit.
JT Green split out. McMullen under pressure. And McMullen under pressure. He'll just let this one fly. And that'll bring up fourth down for Canyon Lake. And JT Green went out for the pass. They were open, but, however, Ruff missed a key block, and McMullen, the sophomore, did the smart thing and just threw it away.
Yeah, he had them open at the very front end, but by the time he got where he could see the players, he was having to run for his life.
Kicking the ball is Jacob Neal, number 8. Jacob Neal gets off a terrible kick. And it takes a Canyon Lake bounce, though. And Neal gets it all the way down to the 42-yard line of the Wolves. And that's where we'll have it. First and 10, Weiss. 7:40 to play here in the second quarter. Well, wow, that was not
26 yards, and about 10 of it was on the row. And he is punting against the wind too, so that's not good.
About a 5-knot wind. First and 10, Weiss. Trips to the right. Martinez in the backfield. Sandham will check left and right. It's a run to Martinez, and Martinez quick up the middle, and Martinez will get to the 50-yard line. Brought down by Caleb Allman. Grayson Lee. Martinez will pick up about 8. If he's second down and 2. Ball at the 49-yard line. Canyon Lake is on their heels in every aspect of the game tonight. Martinez again in the run option. And Martinez on the carry. He'll get across midfield down to the Canyon Lake 44-yard line. Brought down by Chacon and Brandon Robinson. First and 10, Weiss. And in comes quarterback keeper on the right side. Ronald Fry. Message. Ronald Fry, important documents for you at the ticket office. Run pass option again. Martinez hemmed in, gets to the right side. He gets hit hard. Martinez. Grayson Lee on the tackle along with Goldberg. And that'll be a first down for Weiss. And here comes the Weiss machine. Trips to the right. Sandlin's got it ginning along. Hawks trying to find their rhythm here. Weiss drops back to pass. And it is pass tip by Grayson Lee. Incomplete. I think up second down and 10. Lee had that one right in his hands and it went through. That had been an interception for the middle linebacker. 6'2" linebacker, about 210 pounds, preseason district MVP. Had a heck of a game last week and having a pretty good game tonight. Second and 10. Twin duos. Sandlin pumps fake. And Jacob Ruff gets his paw in the air. And he'll swat that one down. Intended for number 2, Cord. Third down and 10. Good play by Jacob Ruff playing the strong side, outside linebacker, Sam. Third down and 10. Kyle Ewell in there on defense. Here comes the blitz. Sandlin gets hit. Fumble! Fumble on the play. Pressure applied by the defense. And Canyon Lakes got the ball. On the recovery, number 75, Eric Teutsch. Fumble called by Jacob Ruff. Well, Coach Hooper dialed up a doozy. He brought everybody, and it was a jailbreak. Sandlin never knew what hit him. It'll be first and 10, Hawks at their own 45-yard line. 6:03 to play in the second quarter. Here come the Hawks up to the line of scrimmage. First and 10, slot formation. Defense Tanstall again. This time it's the keeper. And wide open, quarterback keeper goes McMullen. McMullen and the QB keeper, McMullen takes the ball, winds down. Oh. McMullen picks up enough yards, he'll get down to the 37-yard line. They'll move the chains on the far side of the field, and that'll be enough for another Canyon Lake first down.
That was a 17-yard run by by Mr. McMullen. And
sophomore?
Yeah, and I didn't even know he had the ball.
First and 10, Canyon Lake. Dive play. This can be Caleb Allman. He runs into traffic immediately. Caleb Allman on the left side. Pick up about 3 yards. Second down and 7. We're going to give him 3 yards. That's a long 2.5. Don? Caleb Allman, the senior running back. He benches about 265 pounds, but he doesn't weigh but about 155, I guarantee it.
So he can bench press himself.
I guarantee it. In comes Grayson Lee, number 8. He'll flex out as a strong end. 2nd down and 8. Dive play rough, right up the middle. And a dive play brought down by number 30 on the defense for the Wolves. Jacob Ruff picked up about 6. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Apodaca on the tackle. In comes Martelli. He'll split wide out to the left of numbers. Along with Connor Rose on the hash marks. Peyton McMullen takes the ball. It's a quarterback handoff. Tristan Chacon. And Chacon, he'll break across the 25 down to the 23, 22-yard line. Jimmy Adams, Howard St. John, and Steve Yates will move the chains on the far side of the field, and that'll be enough for another Canyon Lake first down. Gain of about 8 on the play. Connor Rose, swing man position, dive play again. Ruff, big hole left side. And Jacob Ruff on the left side. He'll get behind number 60 on the offense, Hudson Duke. He'll pick up about 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Ball at the 15-yard line of the Wolves. In comes Royer, out goes JT Green. And the speech that coach gave him about the offense so far has been effective.
Well,
Grayson Lee coming in there.
They seem to be running with more intensity on this drive, too.
Tight formation. McMullen hands off the ball. Chacon left side, cuts back, and Chacon still on his feet. And Tristan Chacon left side cuts back at about the 5-yard line. Touchdown, Canyon Lake! Tristan Chacon, veteran runner there, ran for about 1,070 yards last year, and that was a cutback of the experienced running back, and the Hawks get on the board again at the 3:15 mark here in the second half. Here's the extra point attempt by Trenton Butler. Butler, the startup kicker, and he drills one. And the extra point is good. So, with 3:15 to play here in the second quarter, the Weiss Wolves 3 and your Canyon Lake Hawks 13.
An expedition with an Aggie license plate is in front of the what? Administration building?
We've got another public service announcement. We have a black expedition parked in front of the building with Texas A&M license plates. Get them. You better go get it before it gets gone. Your lights are on.
Everybody was in a hurry to get to the game tonight. Volkswagen Expeditions.
The small cars to the large ones.
That's right. Back deep to catch the kickoff will be number 15 and number 4. Number 15 to receive the ball, Joseph Rasmussen. And number 4, Stuart Miller. Kicking the ball at the 40-yard line will be Jacob Neal for your Canyon Lake Hawks. Off your seat and on your feet. It's kickoff time here at Hawk Field. And let's see where Jacob Neal can get this ball. He just pokes it right down the middle, be taken by the upland at the 22-yard line. He's across the 30, big hole, and he's hit by Royer. And Royer and Slater team up for the stop for Canyon Lake. The Wolves will get the ball all the way out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Weiss. 3:06 to play here in the second quarter. Let's see what coach is going to dial up. The blitz has been effective in not giving Sandlin enough time to find his receivers other than the quick slants.
Right, because he's been throwing it very quick, but when he has the weight, we're going to get to him, or have got to him.
Twins left and right. Sandlin takes the ball, bubble play, and hit immediately. And the pass incomplete.
That's
Caleb Allman on the defense. Pass intended for number 2, Tavian Cord. And let me tell you what, you talk about laying the lumber to somebody. Sweet Mother Mary and Joseph, that was a hit.
And that's a 2x4 too, wasn't it?
That 2x12, womanized. And we got a flag on the play. That'll go against the Wolves. Legal procedure. It'll bring up second down at 15. They'll put the ball all the way back to the 34-yard line of the Wolves. Second down to 15. Sandlin in the backfield, twins left and right. Here comes the ball, pump fakes on a pump and go, and pass incomplete. This time intended for number 22. That'll be Kaylin Rogers. Bring up third down at 15 for the Wolves.
Canyon Lake is getting their hand on almost every pass play. It's countless how many times they've gotten a hand on the ball tonight.
Here comes third down, trips to the right. Sandlin to the backfield along with Martinez. Sandlin takes the ball, looks to the right immediately. Way out there is the receiver. It's a pass complete. They'll be short of the first down. Pass complete. Tackled by Lucero and Brandon Robinson. He'll get all the way out to the 45-yard line. It'll be fourth down, pickup of 11.
Fourth down, Canyon Lake. And 4 yards as the Wolves line up for a punt. Back into Jacob Neal to receive.
Well, let's see Jacob Neal back to receive here. Here is the motion by, they're going to run it. It's a run play. They're trying to fake everybody out. And the fake punt sniffed out by Jacob Ruff. Huge loss on the play. And Canyon Lake takes over. First and 10 at the Weiss 37-yard line. They'll finally mark it at 36. And Canyon Lake, first and 10 at the 36-yard line. 2:10 to play here in the second quarter. So we'll see what Coach Moses has got up his poker sleeves.
Well, it's good that he has 36 yards, that all he has to go in 2 minutes and 10 seconds, so it's not a hurry-up type or you're in crisis mode trying to get the score.
We've got Coach talking on the sidelines right now to the referee. The game is kind of a stall mode. It's Coach Strum and the line judge and discussing something. I'm not sure what it is, but we're at a dead standstill. So they're going to get whatever it is sorted out here. Here we go. First and 10 Hawks at the Weiss 36-yard line. Jacob Neal brings the play in. It's going to be a backside to Chacon. Chacon's got a huge hole, and it's closed quickly. Chacon on the carry. He'll get behind Duke and company. They pick up 4 yards on the play. Tackled by number 33 on the stop, Juan Ellis. And number 55, Marcus Lyons. Second down and 6. McMullen under center, backside. This will be Connor Rose. Huge hole. Connor Rose breaks it out to the left side. Connor Rose at the 15. And Connor Rose cuts back across the 20, and he'll be down at the 15-yard line. And they'll move the chains on the far side of the field. And that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
You have to wait and let the
timeout on the Wolves.
That's a 17-yard run by Connor Rose.
Well, we've got somebody special on the chain crew tonight, so listen up, Hawk fans. If you're a true history buff of Canyon Lake High School, working the chains tonight along with his father on the far side of the field is none other than Howard St. John and Number 2 all-time fullback here at Canyon Lake, Micah St. John. Kind of miss saying old Micah St. John every Friday night. It'll be 1st and 10 for the 16-yard line for the Hawks.
I have it on the 15. It's right on the 15.
It is on the 15. I'm sorry. My Foster Grants got foggy. Used to wear them down to East Beach in the 80s.
I'm just glad it wasn't you that had your lights on with the Aggie license plate.
I don't drive a Volkswagen.
No, I'm talking about that other one.
Well, he was an Aggie. I got that coming.
We would have been in trouble if we'd lost our announcer tonight, guys.
1st and 10. Ruff in the backfield. In motion goes Ethan Slater. And right up the middle, number 32, Jacob Ruff. He'll get down to about the 11-yard line. Grayson Lee comes back in. Out comes Royer and Slater come out. Hurry up offense. A minute ago here in the second half. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. JT Green split out left side. Backside, this is going to be Grayson Lee. And Grayson Lee with the carry. He is tripped up. Timeout has been called on the defensive stop. Number 29, Cameron Cavalier. Loss on the play. 3rd down and 9 when we return. Well, Grayson Lee getting the pigskin for the first time
ever.
51 seconds to go here in the second quarter. You just know Coach Moses wants that touchdown as everybody else because we get the ball on the opening kickoff to start the second half of play.
Yeah, that'd be real good for the Hawks to have 2 chances to score to put some distance between us and the Weiss Wolves. And try to say Weiss Wolves 3 times real fast. It's really tough.
I'm not allowed to do that. It's not in my contract.
Yeah, I've seen your contract. It's pretty complicated.
It's got a lot of verbs in it. I did watch Schoolhouse Rock when I got home from school in the 3rd grade. That helped.
Well, you know, I'm just going to let all those things ride.
3rd down and 10 for Canyon Lake. The ball at the 14-yard line of the Wolves. Connor Rose comes out of the game. Grayson Lee comes in along with Jacob Neal. 3rd and long. In motion comes Chacon. It's a keeper. This time they figured it out. And quarterback keeper McMullen, and he'll be sacked by number 33, Juan Ellis of Weiss. Loss on the play of about 4, maybe 5. Make that 5 yards. It'll be 4th down for the Hawks. In comes Martelli with the play. And so Martelli will be split out to the left side. He'll be the swing man on the weak side.
They need 15 yards.
McMullen comes in. Man in motion. It's going to be a pass. McMullen drops back. Pressure. Looks downfield and throws one up into no man's land. And pass incomplete as we have a collision there. Glad to see everybody getting up. So the pass is incomplete. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolves. With 8 seconds to go here in the second quarter, they'll have the ball at their own 20-yard line. Well, you got 8 seconds to go. You got 1, maybe 2 plays, and then Hail Mary.
What they did last night with their freshman team that got their game in is that they did a double reverse. They got a guy going from the left end, and he was running the other, and the receiver, the split end, he got the ball, he pitched to him, and he went all the way for the score in last night's game. So that might be one of those trick plays that they come up with.
Maybe so.
All right, Hawk fans. 8 seconds to go. Let's get behind your Canyon Lake football team.
Here they come, 1st and 10. You know they got some kind of trickery. Sandlin, deep shotgun. Here it comes. Sandlin pumps all the way downfield and incomplete. Pass intended for number 10, Reed Ryland. We'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go. And there was no trickery to that play. It was just going to be about a 10-yard post to see what they could get out of it.
And he was wide open.
He was, but the ball was way off target, uncharacteristic of Sandlin. And we watched him pass last week. Here's Sandlin. He's out to number 4. It's a complete pass. And the pass is complete. Brandon Robinson on the tackle along with Caleb Allman to Stewart Middle. Well, that's the end of the first half of play here at Canyon Lake High School. Your score, the visiting Weiss Wolves 3 and your Canyon Lake Hawks 13. And now here comes some halftime entertainment by the Mighty Hawk Band and the Emerald Dancers. Well, this is Canyon Lake Broadcasting. We're going to take a break here and take a few commercial breaks. And we welcome everybody here from the Hawk Nation. Canyon Lake Broadcasting is the voice of the Hawks. And we'll be back after these music.
Hey, sports fans here in Canyon Lake and around Texas. When you need the best septic systems, look no further than Paul Sawyer Septics, the only company with a 3-year warranty and a 3-year maintenance agreement in the business. PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime. Give them a call at 830-935-4936. That's 830-935-4936. PaulSawyerSeptics.com.
Imagine a game where you can pit the greatest Texas high school football teams of all time against each other. Before now, if you wanted to see the Permian Panthers of Friday Night Lights fame play Johnny Manziel's 2010 Kerrville squad, you were stuck with only your imagination. Not anymore. This new game allows you to play those dream matchups. 1983 Dangerfield, only allowed 8 points all season. 2015 Katy, 10 shutouts en route to their 4th straight championship appearance. 2008 Allen, their first of 5 championships in the state's largest classification, and so many more. Friday Night Legends is that game. What are you waiting for? Get in the game. Friday Night Legends.
Lily Dockery. To get your copy of Friday Night Legends, the game, head over to FridayNightLegends.com.
The Scarlet Spirit Girl of the Week, Isabella Gill.
Hey, listeners in Central Texas, are you looking for a place to play golf with no crowds, nice fairways, beautiful greens? Then look no further than the club at Rebecca Creek. That's where I play golf. The club at Rebecca Creek, 830-885-5168. Or look them up at theclubatRebeccaCreek.com. What a place to play, a hidden jewel in Spring Branch, Texas. The Club at Rebecca Creek, owned and operated by John Weekly and the Superintendent Ward Kirk. What a great job they've done with the Club at Rebecca Creek. So go see them and tell them Corey sent you.
At Austin Pets Alive, the mission is to promote and provide the resources, education, and programs needed to eliminate the killing of companion animals. That means more happy pets joining more happy families every single day. In fact, Austin Pets Alive has saved more than 25,000 dogs and cats since 2008. And you can help adopt a new family member, help out with a donation, or roll up your sleeves and volunteer. If you have love, time, or money to spare, we all have at least one of those, you're needed. Visit AustinPetsAlive.com to get started. Austin Pets Alive, helping people help pets.
At Lucky Sports Bar and Grill, you won't fail to see the big Texas personality. Come watch some of your favorite sports while enjoying our great food or an ice-cold beverage from our full-service bar. You can choose between indoor or outdoor patio-weighted seating. Lucky's is now open until 11 p.m. every Friday, varsity home games. Go Hawks! We're located at 18100 FM 306, and we're open daily, and you can find our hours at luckysportsbarandgrill.com or give us a call at 830-935-3115.
Canyon Lake Broadcasting coming to you live from Canyon Lake High School home of the Hawks.
The Weiss High School
Well, Don,
Wolf
that is a
Band
non-characteristic
and Scarlet
first
Stance
half for our Canyon Lake Hawks.
The
We've
Weiss
got a
Band and
number
Scarlet
of
Stance
problems.
team
You
had a
got,
very
if you're
successful inaugural
Weiss
season
Wolf,
in
you got to be happy. But
2017.
the
Captured
young
class
inexperiencedness
championships at
of our
Bands of
Canyon Lake
America
offense
regionals
tonight,
in
because there's so many
Austin,
injuries,
Conroe,
showed up tonight.
and San
What kind of
Antonio.
stats do we
They
have for
also
both teams?
received
Okay, well, for the
Superior
Weiss
rating
Wolves, they had a total yards, 44 yards. They got four first downs. They rushed 14 times for 7 yards. They completed 7 out of 21 passes with 1 interception for 37 yards. They had 1 putt for 41 yards. They fumbled once and lost it. They had 2 penalties for 15 yards. That 1 penalty was a holding that was called back a touchdown. So they didn't have a lot of penalties, but the one they did have cost them 6 points. Canyon Lake had 177 yards on 8 first downs. They rushed the ball 26 times for 143. They went to the pass 4 times, completed 2 for 34 yards. They punted once for 26 yards. They had 3 fumbles, lost 2 of them, and they had 2 penalties for 10 yards, and those 2 penalties were on the same drive, which stopped a drive. So we didn't have a lot of penalties, but it stopped one of our drives. The thing that you can take from this is that Weiss has more offensive plays than Canyon Lake, and we're the slot T team. And so that tells you what's going on with our turnovers, with all that goes with what needs to happen, with the penalties that happen at the wrong times, et cetera, et cetera. And so that all played against Canyon Lake. 13-3 lead. Thank you, defense.
Absolutely. Defense stood tall in the saddle again like that did last week. What the offensive line is finding out tonight is that Weiss is much faster than Marble Falls. And they've come through the offensive line with that speed.
Well, and what they're doing is that you're the defense, you're thinking they're going to pass every play. And so that's kind of like the Houston running gun back in the old days.
Run and shoot.
Yeah. Then
Kevin Gilbride.
You'd say all
get you down at about the 10, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, and you think they're going to pass every play. When they run, you're so dang, not used to it. So theirs is just the opposite of Canyon Lake. We run all the time, and you're not used to our pass. They pass all the time. We're not used to their run.
We had a few pass attempts, and Peyton McMullen was twice. He was under the gun so hard he couldn't square up and get a ball off, but he did hit J.T. Green on about a 11-yard pass early in the second quarter.
The 2 passes we completed were on just strict offensive plays. We weren't very far needing yardage and stuff like that, which was good to know. But now if they know that we have a passing play, they're bringing everyone, and so we can't go around and just think that we can have time to get the receivers down the field. They might have to do some quick slants or something to get those passes off, so we can get the pressure off of McMullen, because he was pressured on those last 2 passes he tried.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Hooper can make adjustments with Canyon Lake as he did last year in his first year as defensive coordinator. I promise you, knowing the coaches as we do, they're getting the once-over right now in that locker room like nobody's business.
Well, it's kind of funny. I think the coaches that need to get their act, or need to get the Hawks act together, is our offensive coaches, because they're the ones that just aren't firing. This is the second week in a row they just haven't been firing with their slot T. They look better when they played in their very first scrimmage against Cuero. Now I know we have a lot of injuries, and so that plays into that formula. You said Hooper's going in there and coming up with some things. I think he did a pretty good job the first half with only giving up 44 yards of total offense on 35 plays. That's about 1.25 yards per play. So I think I would take that.
You know what else I would take? Some Mima's tacos. Man, I'm going to give away some Mima's tacos to the first person who gives me a text at 210-246-3345. 210-246-3345. But yes, you're right. Low yardage.
You gotta like it.
You gotta like that.
And the only reason, or one of the main reasons they got 3 points is because they played almost a full quarter on our side of the field, which resulted in a short amount of yardage needed. So you need 40. You gain 44 yards. Well, yeah, you're down to the 10, 20-yard line a couple of times, and you don't have to gain a lot of yardage if you have the field position.
Well, Canyon Lake will go through their adjustments here in fast motion here. And then tonight we are going to watch Darren, who's not here with us right now, dance with his daughters in the annual Emerald Dancers father-daughter deal.
I hope he doesn't pull a muscle, is what I'm hoping.
When you pull a hammy, man, you're never the same. But anyway,
the Weiss band wasn't here to start the game, but man, they had a good sound out there. I was very impressed with that band.
Well, don't forget tonight the fifth quarter action here at Canyon Lake as the North Shore United Methodist Church, September 7th. The theme is Fiesta. So if you're listening out there, you can go to the Fiesta at North Shore United Methodist Church. And then Lucky's Sports Restaurant and Grill will be open until midnight. Grill's open until 11. The game is over. Go over there and get your fill of some good food at Lucky's and tell them Canyon Lake Broadcast sent you over there. And they might give you a deal or maybe take care of you.
You might get some free water.
Free water's good. Can't get that in California. And straws, apparently. But we want to appreciate everybody listening out there. We're giving away Meemaw's Tacos, $10 gift certificate. And that's going to be 210-246-3345. So we'll take the next caller as we'll go to break after these messages.
At Lucky Sports Bar and Grill, you won't fail to see the Big Texas personality. Come watch some of your favorite sports while enjoying our great food or an ice-cold beverage from our full-service bar. You can choose between indoor or outdoor patio-wasted seating. Lucky's is now open until 11 p.m. every Friday, varsity home games. Go Hawks! We're located at 18100 FM 306. And we're open daily, and you can find our hours at luckysportsbarandgrill.com or give us a call at 830-935-3115.
North Shore United Methodist Church is a proud supporter of the Canyon Lake Hawks and the youth of Comal County. North Shore is excited to be the sponsor of the fifth quarter out on the pavilion every Friday night after the home games for all high school students. Students come join us for free fun, food, games, and fellowship. North Shore is located on the southeast corner of North Cranes Mill Road and Highway 306. Come visit if you're looking for a family-oriented church. Services are every Sunday at 9:35 and at 11 a.m. Go Hawks!
Hey, this is Corey from Canyon Lake Broadcasting. One of our sponsors this year, as in every year, is Y4 Custom Homes. Jason York, owner and designer. Jason believes in communicating your desires to his skilled artisans who craft your home. As a building principle of Y4 Custom Homes, through a clear channel of communication, your dreams are fulfilled to the highest of standards. Their dedication and craftsmanship is realized in every facet that a home can be. Give Jason York a call at 210-286-1642. That's 210-286-1642. Y4 Custom Homes. Email old Jason at y4customhomes.com. Central Texas builder that you need to build your custom home.
If you are looking for a custom home builder in Central Texas or in and around Canyon Lake, then you really need to call Jason York at Y4 Custom Homes. Y4 Custom Homes is committed to build the dream home you have envisioned, offering you experience and craftsmanship that you deserve and expect from a quality home builder. Once you have chosen your neighborhood to build your dream home, Y4 Custom Homes will help you create the unique residence which you have worked so hard for. Call Jason York at 210-286-1642 or email him at jason@y4customhomes.com. Look him up at y4customhomes.com.
Hey there, Hawk fans. Tired of struggling with parking, long ticket lines, and crowded seats here at Hawk Stadium? Your Canyon Lake High School Athletic Booster Club has the solution. Memberships at Hawk level or higher qualify members for reserved parking, elite entrance, and reserved stadium seating for all home varsity football games. Memberships help purchase gear and equipment from multiple sports and help provide off-campus meals for all of our traveling teams, and $12,000 in scholarships were awarded to student athletes last year. Please join us for this year's Casino Night Scholarship Fundraiser to be held on Friday, October 5th at Goofy's Bar and Grill. For more information, contact us through Facebook or Instagram.
Thank you, and go Hawks!
And we're back. Canyon Lake Broadcasting coming to you live from Hawk Field. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks. We want to reach out to somebody who's listened to us since day one, and that is Grandpa Bill out in Mississippi. Hello, Grandpa Bill. We hope you enjoy your shirt from Canyon Lake Broadcasting. And one of our #1 fans, and all the people listening to us in Colorado, out in Atlanta, Georgia, and across the Fruited Plain. We appreciate everybody listening to us across not only Texas, but a lot of people listen to us out there in different states. So, right now we are watching the daughter-father dance here in Canyon Lake by the Emerald Dancers and their fathers. And I'll tell you what, they're doing a pretty good job. Don, what do you see on the field?
I see the girls kind of taking it easy because I don't know if they know if their dads will be able to make it through the whole halftime.
Well, it is a tradition that you know, is here at Canyon Lake High School, and we're proud to bring it to you. But it is a good moment. A lot of those girls out there are seniors, and our producer Darren the Sturgeon, he's got a senior daughter and a sophomore daughter, so he'll be out there for some time over the next couple of years. And that concludes her father-daughter dance.
Getting a standing ovation. Yeah.
Standing ovation.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your 2018 Canyon Lake Mighty.
We'll have a break right after this message.
The K-Max Sports Camp was so hot this summer, we're going to offer it again this coming December. That's right, 3 K-Max Sports Campers not only learned about sports broadcasting, but they're getting it done on the K-Max Sports Network as you hear this. You want your young one to learn, get hands-on experience, and possibly get involved? Middle schoolers, high schoolers, and adults are welcome. We'll hold 3 sessions in December, including 2 over Christmas break. Call us for more information at 512-338-1111, extension 100. That's 512-338-1111, extension 100. The K-Max Sports staff, with over 100 years of combined broadcast experience, will give each camper personalized guidance on getting into and advancing a career in sports broadcasting. Campers will be provided water, camp t-shirt, and a sample of their work. And just like high school sophomores Jace Andrews, Blake Herrera, and E.J. Sanchez, the best campers may get an opportunity to intern and possibly work with K-Max Sports. Call us for information, 512-338-1111, extension 100, or email us info@kmaxsports.com. The K-Max Sports Camp, the best way to get in the game.
Hey, if you're looking for auto recovery service here in Central Texas and around Canyon Lake, call Thumper Auto Recovery, family owned and operated by Kevin and Cody Parker. Thumper Auto Recovery, don't fear the rabbit. Dead battery, out of gas, accident, locked your keys in the car. Call the rabbit and they'll come running. A family here in Canyon Lake that cares about you and your family. 830-433-1864. Because it's not when you hit a deer, it's how many times. Thumper Auto Recovery.
Let's play golf this weekend, okay?
Okay, where?
Well, the club at Rebecca Creek, of course.
Of course. Why, of course?
3 reasons. It's in fantastic shape, has a great pool to relax in after your round, but the best thing in the hill country is the tasty grilled smash burger.
Okay, I'm convinced. Let's call for a tea time. What's the number?
The number is 830-885-5168, or visit their website at www.rebeccacreek.com.
And now, a K-Max Sports Classic.
At K-Max Sports, we want to make sure you get the whole game. So we'll take a moment here to clean your speakers.
Clean Sonic Delivery. This is K-Max Sports. Socialize with us.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click. It's real easy, man.
On Twitter at K-Max Sports, or catch us on Facebook. Search K-Max Sports. Just another way K-Max Sports is bringing your teams to you.
The Telefaro clan, Andy Telefaro, and she is the winner. Congratulations, Andy Telefaro, with your Meemaws tacos. If you're here listening, come up and get them at the booth. If not, we'll get them to you. And the Telefaro family here, a big supporter and a big part of our community here at Canyon Lake High School. And they are the type of couple in any community that's always around, always helping, and is well liked, so the gift couldn't be any better. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to give away a round of golf at the club at Rebecca Creek. A round of golf at the club of Rebecca Creek. Give us a text if you want that golf package for 18 holes with cart. 210-246-3345. 210-246-3345. And you'll get a round of golf out there. It's a nice place to play golf. I played out there before, about a month ago, like I said earlier tonight. And shot about an 86, I believe. But always enjoy going out there. So I want to give a shout out to Brian Gerlich, perhaps listening to out there, or Dina and Don Eubank, Maxine Hester, some of the listening crew out there. They should be chimed in tonight somewhere. And we're glad to have them on board, and I know they like listening to the show. But Coach Gallagher's won some golf. We're going to give him that golf package. And Coach Gallagher's also got some food at Don Chinte that he needs to go. But Telefaro's on her way back from Kerrville, and the freshman won JV in the for volleyball, I believe. So freshman won, JV won, and the varsity lost for volleyball. I believe that's correct, the way I'm going to read that one. But Coach Gallagher against the golf package winner, man. Way to go, Coach Gallagher. We'll put you down for that twosome out there. 18 holes with a cart. And there's a man out there who does grips. And it's a great story. And you go out there and get your clubs re-grip. Great service that they have out at the Club of Rebecca Creek. Ward Kirk out there. And Scott Carter, the pro. So good duo out there to have. The Club of Rebecca Creek. You need to go out there. But right now we've got the Mighty Hawk Band in tune. Let's try to listen to them a little bit and see what we come up with.
Attention and go Hawks!
That was the Mighty Hawk Band. We give them a big round of applause for both halftime shows, the Weiss Wolves and the Canyon Lake Hawks. Halftime stats brought to you by HilltopNewspaper.com. Total yards for the Wolves, 44. First downs, 4. 14-7 on rushing. 7 passes. 21 attempts, 7 completes, 1 interception for 37 yards, 1 punt for 41 yards, 1 fumble lost, penalty yards 2 for 15. Hawks offense first time in the first half. Total yards for Canyon Lake, 177 on 8 first downs. 26 carries for 143 yards. 4 attempts, 2 completes for 0 yards. 34 yards passing, I'm sorry. 1 punt for 26, and they fumbled the ball 3 times and lost it twice. They've had 2 penalties for 10 yards. That is the stats from the HilltopNewspaper.com. Everything you wanted to know. HilltopNewspaper.com. Well, I'll tell you, it's Don. I appreciate those stats, and glad that you bring them here as the teams are coming out right now to start warming up once again. But Darren did a good job out there dancing.
Hey, I think a star is born.
Oh, well, this guy get carried away, okay?
I'm talking about his daughters.
But it's a good tradition we have here tonight. We appreciate everybody listening to us out there. And had some big winners. Coach Gallagher won the golf. Andy Teleferro won some tacos. We're going to have some more tacos and some more prizes to give away. The casino night from the Booster Club, we're going to talk about that. And fish fry for women's Republican women's giveaway. We're going to give away 2-way tickets to that. So we've got a lot to give away out there. So just write this number down, 210-246-3345. 210-246-3345.
This is not a test. This is the Canyon Lake Broadcasting System, and this is Canyon Lake football.
And here come the Hawks. And here comes Canyon Lake out on the field to start the second half of play. And here we go. Second half of play here at Canyon Lake High School.
Your score, the Weiss Wolves 3 and your Hawks 13. Welcome back from the halftime show. Canyon Lake will be receiving the ball in the second half, and the Wolves will be kicking off from the south end.
Yes, we're going to try to see what has gone on in the halftime discussions with the coaches and both teams, and see if Canyon Lake on their side can get their offense clicking a little bit more consistently. That has not been the operation in the first half for sure, as they seem to be struggling a little bit in that frame. And so we're going to see how that's going to happen. If they just repeat what they did on defense, then I think Coach Hoop would be pretty happy with that. And so we're just see if Canyon Lake can turn up the dial here and see if they can get something offensively going that can get the yardage.
Kicking the ball off for the Wolves, number 54. Jacob Weiss, back deep is Chacon, Ruff, and Neal. All right, Hawk fans, on your feet. Kickoff time at Canyon Lake High School. A tradition started when we founded this wonderful place in 2007. Second half underway. High kick in the air. Ruff will take the ball at the 15-yard line. Ruff up the middle, and Jacob Ruff will get it out to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Hawks will have the ball. First and 10. Jacob Ruff returned that ball 15 yards, and he was met with an endeavoring force.
Yeah, I mean, he hit that wolf. It was he didn't go much further after that first hit.
Here comes Canyon Lake up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, Ruff, left side, and Jacob Ruff. Off the left side, he might pick up a yard. And he was met by number 33 on the defense, Juan Ellis. Second down and 9. Juan Ellis is having a good night. Grayson Lee comes in along with Caleb Allman. Coach is coming with the beef package consistently tonight, giving Grayson Lee a look from his traditional middle linebacker position, but the block back of the offense. Deal split out wide to the left. It'll be a jet sweep. Here comes Connor Rose. He's got some room and some blockers. Cuts it back upfield. And Connor Rose. He'll get across the 35. And knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line, making the 44. And they'll move the chains on the far side of the field. And that'll be enough for another Canyon League touchdown.
Now he gained 13 yards on that sweep.
Ian Royer comes into the game for the Hawks. First and 10 Hawks, backside trap. Chacon, there's a window there. He cuts it back in the middle. And Tristan Chacon gets about the 48-yard line. For Canyon Lake. He followed on the heels of the number 60, Hudson Duke. Second down and 5. Coach would like nothing better than to have a long clock-eating drive here. Here comes Martelli into the game. He'll want to grind this out as much as possible. Martelli flex down to the hash marks. Chacon and wingback dive play rough. And Jacob Ruff. He'll get across to the 45-yard line. JT Green. He'll pick up enough yardage. He'll move the chains. And that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down. Pickup of 6 on the play for Ruff. That's that beef dive play behind netting, number 77. That's just a matter of push and holding the block for a second, where Ruff is he's kamikaze pilot strapped to a missile when he gets the ball in those dive plays, Don.
Yeah, he can be a load as a runner and a linebacker.
Backside trap. Here comes Chacon cutting up behind Hudson Duke. And Chacon. And Chacon will pick up 4 yards on forward progress. He's met hard by number 11 from on the Wolves, Eric Whitley. And second down and 6 for Canyon Lake.
All right, Hawk fans, let's get behind our football team.
Martelli. Your center, number 62 on Sean Pendleton. First time he's been in center. Dive play again. Jacob Ruff right up the middle. And Ruff up the middle again. Tripped up by number 40. He'll get across to the 34-yard line. Gain of 7. They'll move the chains. And that'll be enough for another Canyon League touchdown. 8:50 to go here in the third period. First and 10 Hawks. As Grayson Lee comes in there. Pendleton, number 62, the center for the first time of his life, playing his heart out. Sweep to the left side. Chacon will cut it up the middle again. Brought down by number 33, Juan Ellis. And Chacon will pick up about 3. Timeout has been called by the officials. We have an injury. Player down on the field. I'll tell you what, right now they are ginning along. We'll see if what was said to the Hawks in the locker room, which I'm sure was plenty.
Well, you know, in the first half they came out the same way. They took the ball and just had their way. It was after that, after you got after that first drive, is when they started to revert back into their other type of offense. And so that's what they need to see that they can do today, is be consistent and continue the second half like they're starting it right now.
Well, they started off with a 30-yard line, and they've moved it methodically on 2 and 3 plays. And big round of applause for number 29, Cameron Cavalier. Good to see every player getting up off the turf on any injury. And to bring up Canyon Lake, second down and 8. The ball at the Wolf 32-yard line. Pendleton up to the line of scrimmage. And Pendleton not doing a bad job tonight. First time in center.
Yeah, there hadn't been any fumble snaps.
In comes Martelli. He'll flex out at the swingman position out to the hash marks. It's going to be a dive play rough right up the middle again, and coach is just wearing that inside.
He's still going.
And up the middle, behind Pendleton, Duke. Number 32, Jacob Ruff, gain of 6. He got 3rd down and 2.
Jacob Ruff has 90 yards on 13 carries, so he looks like he might be the first Hawk to hit 100 tonight.
In comes Neal. Ruff in the backfield along with Grayson. Dive play again, and tackled by number 5, Dwayne Sasa. And Ruff will take the ball all the way down to the 21. And the chain crew on the far side of the field. They'll move him down, and that'll be enough for another Canyon League first down. Gain of 5 on the play. In comes Ian Royer, the junior, 6'1", 185 pounds. He's getting a lot of play time in there with JT Green. Double tight information. Connor Rose in the backfield. Caleb Allman, Grayson Lee. This is going to be a dive play to Caleb Allman. And Caleb Allman with the carry. Tackled by number 30, Apodaca. Gain of 6 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 4. Up the middle a lot here. We haven't seen a lot of anything more than dive plays in between the tackles here. Well, very effective speech, it seems like, at halftime by the coaching staff.
And that's how they got their first touchdown, just going right up the middle.
2nd down and 4, ball at the 15-yard line. Here comes Chacon backside. Chacon cuts up the middle, goes outside, breaks it across the 10. And Chacon will get the ball inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark him down to the 8. And that'll be enough for another Canyon League first down. Gain of 7 on the play. And welcome back, Darren Lesturgeon, after a halftime performance of epic proportions.
I'm out of breath, folks. I'm out of breath.
You're looking good. We have that on video.
Oh, good. Let's make sure we burn that in some form or fashion.
First and goal for Canyon Lake, dive play, and that's going to be. And coming in from the backside, safety position, number 5 on the tackle, Dwayne Salza. Allman on the carry. He might pick up a yard. We're going to call it 2nd and goal from the 7.
Okay, you're right.
5:45 to play in the 3rd quarter, and they've met with a vigor as they came out of the locker room. Ruff in the backfield with Grayson Lee. This is going to be Chacon. Chacon takes the ball, backside trap, Chacon. He'll get down to about the 1 or 2 yard line, Chacon. And it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1.
Yeah, come on, Hawk fans. 3rd down and goal from the 1.
And you know this is a 4th down all the way territory. Coach will not go for a field goal.
Absolutely not at this point.
Martelli comes into the game with the next play. Pendleton gets up to the line of scrimmage. Tight formation. Handoff Ruff, and Ruff is just going to push through. And no call yet. Canyon Lake says they have it. Touchdown! Jacob Ruff, dive play. Right behind Pendleton and Duke. And the Hawks get on the board here with 4:42 to play in the 3rd quarter. That was all dive plays for the most part of that entire drive. A few backside traps. Other than that, that was a classic slot T, grind them out offense.
Yeah, there wasn't any trickery. It's just give it to the first up man, which is the fullback.
And the extra point is good by Trent Butler, number 87. So your score here with 4:42 in the 3rd quarter. The Weiss Wolves 3 and your Canyon Lake Hawks 20. Well, it's good to have Darren back up here. We're getting some scores posted for on his end.
Yeah, we're getting caught up. We're getting caught up, man. We're getting caught up.
I was impressed, though.
Oh well, you know, I didn't fall down, and that's the most important thing. My daughter didn't walk off the field in tears afterwards.
You didn't step on her feet.
I did not, so that's a good thing. Proud moment, proud moment.
Kicking the ball off for the Hawks at the 40-yard line, number 8, Jacob Neal. Back deep, received the kickoff. Number 15, Joseph Robinson, and number 4, Stuart Miller. And here we go, Canyon Lake. Off your seats and on your feet. Kickoff time in Canyon Lake. High kick, and that's going to float in the air. Going to be tucking about the 25-yard line by the up bag. And he's got room across the 40, midfield, and good return by Weiss. On the tackle, number 6, Chance Martelli, and Caleb Allman. And the return will get him out to Canyon Lake 45-yard line with a return of 32 yards. First and 10, Weiss. Martelli came in from his spot on this side of the field to the far side at angle of pursuit and was there to drag him out of bounds.
Well, they've had a little challenge tonight. Obviously, Lorette's not in there kicking as normally does, and he's kind of a safety valve for them, and he's not there in the middle, and sometimes he's saved their bacon more than once.
Absolutely, and good to have that color commentation.
Oh, yeah, a little color commentary going.
And we've got a timeout on the field.
Oh, it must be a lightning.
Well, folks, we've got a weather condition, lightning within 10 miles. And I'm going to have to pull out the old weather sheet. In accordance with the UIL and our district inclement weather policy, we are suspending this game until further notice due to lightning within 10 miles of our location. All spectators are asked to exit the facility in a peaceful manner and return to their vehicles. Both teams will return to their locker rooms. We will make an announcement when the decision has been made as to returning to play or canceling of this evening's game. It is mandated that the game be delayed for 30 minutes from the last lightning strike occurring within 10 miles of the stadium. So, we'll go into a holding pattern, and we'll keep you abreast of developments here for the next 30 minutes, so don't forget, stop off to the concession stand and get you some yum-yum. And we'll let you all know what is going on as soon as we find out.
You definitely want to get your yum-yum, that's for sure. On a 30-minute delay like this, you need sustenance, you need to hydrate. I'm sure the teams are hydrating. I want all those people in the stands to go hydrate as well.
That's right. So we'll start the clock here at 30 minutes, and it is 9:12. So we'll mark that down. 9:12 or 9:13. And you'll add 30 minutes to that. And that should be barring no more lightning. But if in that time lightning does occur within 10, that'll reset the 30 minutes, or we'll be notified if the game will continue. We appreciate your patronage and patience. So as you're listening, exiting the field, we have an announcement from the Canyon Lake High School Athletic Booster Club. Their annual fundraising event, Casino Night, raising scholarship dollars for Canyon Lake Athletics. The Canyon Lake High School Athletic Booster Club will host their annual scholarship night October 5th. And it will be on a Friday, 2018, when the mighty Varsity Hawks have a bye week. This year, it'll be at Goofy's Bar Grill from 7 to 10 p.m. Casino Night Scholarship Fundraiser will include a DJ, cash bar, hors d'oeuvres, silent auction, as well as casino tables. Advertise your business by sponsoring the casino table. Sponsors will receive 2 entry tickets, and your name or business will be displayed at the table you have sponsored. Tickets are available at home varsity football games for Booster Club members. The Canyon Lake High School Athletic Booster Club awarded $12,000 last year in scholarships. Please help us up the ante this year. Contact your Canyon Lake Booster Club through either Facebook or Instagram. Thank you, and go Hawks. Also tonight, there'll be the traditional North Shore United Methodist Church fifth quarter after the game. So for all you high school students, tonight's theme at North Shore United Methodist Church is Fiesta Night. There'll be plenty to eat there. So after the game, go out to North Shore United Methodist Church for the fifth quarter. Also, we'll have another sponsor tonight open, and that's Lucky's Grill. Their grill will be open until 11 o'clock. So if you're hungry after the game, you can have out of Lucky's for an after-dinner montage of tonight's game. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, and we'll be right back. Well, I'll tell you what, lightning solves all, if you will. We'll go into a mode here of 30 minutes. Lots of stuff to give away, though.
Yeah, lots of giveaways. You got some giveaways to break out. Yeah, let's take a quick break. We'll get our act together here, and we'll talk about where we're at in the game and maybe give away a few prizes.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages.
Imagine a game where you can pit the greatest Texas high school football teams of all time against each other. Before now, if you wanted to see the Permian Panthers of Friday Night Lights fame play Johnny Manziel's 2010 Kerrville squad, you were stuck with only your imagination. Not anymore. This new game allows you to play those dream matchups. 1983 Dangerfield only allowed 8 points all season. 2015 Katy, 10 shutouts en route to their 4th straight championship appearance. 2008 Allen, their first of 5 championships in the state's largest classification, and so many more. Friday Night Legends is that game. What are you waiting for? Get in the game. Friday Night Legends.
To get your copy of Friday Night Legends, the game, head over to FridayNightLegends.com.
Hey, Hawk fans, you know where to go when you want fine Tex-Mex food, and that's Meemaw's Tacos. Meemaw's Tacos, owned and operated by David and Melissa Sauceda, serving the best Tex-Mex food at the lake. Come by and see David and Melissa and try their mini lunch plates from fajitas, enchiladas, and nachos and more. With 22 years' experience of the hand-me-down recipes from Meemaw herself, these traditional, made-from-scratch Tex-Mex recipes are sure to impress. The staff will get you in and out and take your order as quickly as possible. But don't go too fast because you'll miss out on some great Tex-Mex food. So whether you're dining in or taking out on the road, Meemaw's is a place for good Tex-Mex food. On your way to work, going to school, grab a few tacos and spread the wealth and let others enjoy the handmade treasures from Meemaw's. So why have 2 tacos when you can have 12 is what I say. Don't forget about their delicious salsas made fresh daily and all of those delicious fluffy made flour tortillas. Give them a call at 830-935-2018. That's 830-935-2018 or look them up on Facebook. They're in the Hancock Center next to Lucky's, proudly supporting the Hawks. Go Hawks!
You may think you can get a good burger almost anywhere around here, but at Baja Barbecue Shack we have a lot more to offer. While enjoying one of our delicious options between Tex-Mex and barbecue entrees or enjoying a drink at one of our full-service bars, you and the kids will be well entertained by our live music while overlooking the marina, which is one of the best spots in Canyon Lake to see the beautiful sunset. So come join the Baja family. Find us at BajaBarbecueShack.com or give us a call at 830-935-3122.
Let's play golf this weekend, okay?
Okay, where?
Well, the club at Rebecca Creek, of course.
Of course. Why, of course?
3 reasons. It's in fantastic shape, has a great pool to relax in after your round, but the best thing in the hill country is the tasty grilled smash burger.
Okay, I'm convinced. Let's call for a tea time. What's the number?
The number is 830-885-5168 or visit their website at www.rebeccacreek.com.
At Lucky Sports Bar and Grill, you won't fail to see the big Texas personality. Come watch some of your favorite sports while enjoying our great food or an ice-cold beverage from our full-service bar. You can choose between indoor or outdoor patio wasted seating. Lucky's is now open until 11 p.m. every Friday, varsity home games. Go Hawks! We're located at 18100 FM 306, and we're open daily, and you can find our hours at luckysportsbarandgrill.com or give us a call at 830-935-3115.
Hey, this is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks, here to tell you about Exclusive Ironworks. Exclusive Ironworks by Kim and Rick Spalding. Look them up at exclusiveironworks.com. Their motto is anything iron. Home, iron fences, walk-through gates, drive-through stairways, balcony stairs, commercial decor, and everything. If it's iron, they'll do it. Rick is a master ironwork craftsman. Give him a call at 830-743-2414 or 512-552-4742. That's exclusiveironworks.com. Anything iron, and they'll do it right.
Hey, sports fans here in Central Texas. Like you, I too like to wear my team colors everywhere I go to show the support with my team's logo. Hey, sports fans here in Central Texas. Hey, sports fans here in Central Texas. Like you, I too like to wear my team colors everywhere I go to show the support with my team's logo on just about everything I wear. If you can imagine it, they can do it. And that's a River City Screen Printing and Embroidery. Located in San Marcos, Texas, River City has been providing Central Texas booster clubs, cheer squads, dance teams, bands, and of course, all you mom and dads out there with the best quality merchandise and spirit gear since 1978. So next time you need some high-quality screen-printed or embroidered team merchandise, you should go give them a call at River City, 512-754-8039. I use River City for all of my team merchandise stuff, and you can too. That's River City Screening, Printing, and Embroidering, 512-754-8039. Tell them Corey sent you, and they'll do you right.
When it comes to championships,
Liberty Hill is going to state in softball. Celebration in Groesbeck. For the first time since 2001, the Groesbeck Goats are making a return trip to the Class 3A playoffs. The Cedar Park Timberwolves in the state championship game. In top, the Lady Trojans are going back to Austin. They have three-peated Region 1.
Count on us to take you there. This is KMAX Sports.
Adjustments that were made coming out of halftime. Canyon Lake Broadcasting is back on the air from Canyon Lake High School, currently in a holding pattern as lightning has come into play, and the UIL rules are strict on lightning. You must clear the stadium, so the game is on hold as the stop time here at the 4:33 mark here in the third quarter. Your score is Canyon Lake 20 and your Weiss Wolves 3. Canyon Lake had just scored, and the Weiss Wolves had just had a 32-yard return and into the 45-yard line of Canyon Lake. Didn't get the next playoff before the game was called, and so the stands are clearing out, and everybody's either got to go in their cars or into the gymnasium. And at the 9:12 mark, so we'll take 9:12 p.m. plus 30 minutes until we can resume the game. I think the weather is moving off in a pretty good fashion, Don. Is that right? Your wife is in here.
Can you say Blanco? Is what I want to know. Can you say Blanco?
Is that white?
Is that where it's at? Is that where the weather's going?
No. That's where we were last time. We had to wait about 24 hours before we get the game going.
And he came back and scored 35 points.
I do remember that game. It was a very late evening.
Well, so we're in a rain delay here. I'm sure we'll get back. It doesn't. The weather woman, is that what we're going to call her? Person has assured us that we're going to come back and
get this game. We're going to get this game in, is what you're saying.
So, Don, adjustments halftime. Coach came in there and made some adjustments for halftime. Speaking to the offensive side of the ball, because they came out and did the classic slot T grind them offense into touchdown paint.
Yeah, I don't know if they did any adjustments as far as that's concerned, because their very first drive of the game was exactly what you just saw in the start in the second half. So the the Canyon Lake came down and they methodically went down the court. I mean down the football field.
Yeah.
And they did it. And there weren't any great running plays out of it. They're getting 5-6 yards a pop, but that's what they were doing and to make it work. And so that was the good news and how this thing makes it go. And so it is what it is. I think we did well, and no one fumbled, no penalties, which were some of the downsides of what happened last time.
So I'm thinking we may be asked to leave. I'm not sure exactly what. We're getting direction from the local sheriff that either they. I don't know if we have to go or not. We'll continue to see what he says. I think everybody's got to go. So we are going to shut down. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be off the air. For those listening at home, we're going to be off the air as we interrupt this broadcast, and we'll be back. What time, Corey? We're looking to be back.
9:12 was the start time.
So that would put us back at 9:42. So 9:42 is when we'll be back, and we're going to be exiting the stadium.
This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting. We'll be back here in just a moment. So reboot at kmacsports.com at 9:42, 9:45. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks.